right, chat. So, let's jump in. If this is anything like the 30-second preview that I saw, you're in for it. Okay? Because the 30-second preview alone was just holy crap. We're gonna be in the shit on this one. So if you are of legal age and are capable of doing it, get your alcohol ready, because something tells me we might be drinking on this one. So without further ado, let's get into it.
You're the one that tried to say it's okay to f up your life
Never
today.
said it's okay to f up my life. I'm telling you what happened.
Cry, cope, seethe, warm up your meal because it's meal prepping.
Well, what if I don't have time to even meal prep?
You do.
Because of all the hours
I do. You work 48 hours a week.
I also need you to understand that I do have mental illness issues.
Oh,
that I
here we
Boy.
go. Myself on a debt.
No,
that
the
doesn't
empathy I'm
solve
looking.
anything.
Can you let me talk?
Get your free trial to the
Yes.
DollarWise budgeting app
Oh,
today.
God,
Join
yes.
the tens of thousands of active users who are taking control
Oh,
of
yes.
their money and changing their...
Septum piercing, blue streaked hair, potentially self-diagnosed mental issues, making excuses. This is going to be good. And it's not just a septum, it's septum and nostril, it looked like. Let's fucking
lives.
go.
With new features being added constantly, there's no reason not to try it. And if you like it, choose the annual version to save a ton of money and get my budget-friendly cookbook signed by me and mailed directly to you. DollarWise.app or link in the description below.
Hi, my name is Sabrina. I'm 28 years old from Portland, Oregon, and this is Financial Audit.
Portland,
Young
septum
millennial.
piercing, blue hair.
Are you surprised?
No. The only thing you're missing is a needle sticking out of your arm.
Oh,
That's
What do you
after
do?
hours.
Oh, is that? I really hope not. What do you do in Portland for a living?
grab.
Portland honestly should be one of the best cities in the entire United States because they put an outer limit build zone where they couldn't build beyond an outer limit, so they were forced to build up, and it created beautiful density. And then everyone decided, oh, let's not prosecute crimes and legalize.
I forgot to do that.
Cheer 100 think that FDEV is getting ready to add landable Earth-like planets or at least new wildlife, as all the Jurassic World and Planet Zoo assets are transferable due to being
Interesting. Okay. Off topic, but interesting.
drugs, and then the city became a home, and then it got f***ed up.
Yeah.
So almost like the best kind of civilization is nice and walkable, but it doesn't work if you don't actually enforce laws and keep people safe. That's weird. Okay, but what do you do there for a living?
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see all that
Oh,
shit
I
we
do.
talk about
We
on
get
a
the
daily,
after
Oh.
effects. We get the after effects. of
which
each.
have definitely been
Oh, and I just
all that
noticed.
shit we
Hang
talk
on.
about.
Septum piercing, nose piercing, and 50 million ear piercings. We got a lobe, we've got high ear, another upper ear, and then inner ear, at least one, possibly two. Like, look at all the fucking piercings. Oh my God. What? I don't think that, what do you mean nurse hates, Zeb? I don't, what are you talking about, like, with nurse? Oh, in chat. Oh, there's nurse hate in chat? Chat, no hating on nurses. Nurses are wonderful. No hating on the nurses. Though I think it's not a commentary on nurses in general, Zeb. I think it's a commentary of she is a nurse, and with what kind, and I'm guessing chat is referring to what level of care is this specific nurse providing, which I will say we have no idea. We have no idea how good of a nurse she is, so slow your roll. She could be an excellent nurse, we don't know, because how she does financially does not necessarily equate to how skilled of a nurse she is. Okay? I'm just saying. We keep on track. This is about the finances, not her capabilities as a nurse.
we get
daily.
the after effects. We get the after effects. of
Which
each.
have definitely been great. I mean, they've re-criminalized all that shit because it
They've
was a
tried,
complete
but
failure.
it's not really. I mean, like, it's all very big
Complete
still.
failure.
Yeah.
It's almost like we
We're
should learn
trying.
from our mistakes instead of trying them over and over again. Who would have thought? So that kind of probably sucks.
It does, but I mean, it's life. It's gonna suck everywhere.
Did you not advocate
Oh.
for a blue hair?
For the blue hair,
You got the blue hair and the septum
I do,
piercing.
I
Did you not
do.
advocate for the let's make it all legal and let people do it on the street?
I don't think people really listen to brown folk that much out there.
What kind of brown are you?
Indian.
Okay.
But
No.
yes,
Which one?
with the dot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you
she's
heard of
stuff.
Tyler Oliveira?
No.
Oh, it was the YouTuber that didn't hire me, and then I ended up
Oh, so you're
wanting
bitter.
to
So you're
start.
bitter about it. Is that what's the
No,
strong
he just
personalities
went to
come
an
out?
Indian poop festival, so I was
Oh.
wondering if you heard of him.
Oh, no.
Wait. What?
Yes.
Hang on.
Which one?
With the dot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have
she's
you heard
some
of
stuff.
Tyler Oliveira?
No.
Oh, it was the YouTuber that didn't hire me, and then I ended up
Oh, so you're
wanting
bitter.
to
So you're
start.
bitter about it. Is that what's the
No,
strong
he just.
Okay, that's a little preemptively on the offense there, isn't it? Like he says, Tyler Oliveira is a YouTuber that didn't hire me, and she's immediately going, oh, so you're bitter. Gee, I wonder where this financial audit is going to go if she's instantaneously going, oh, you're bitter, aren't you?
No,
strong
he just
personalities
went to
come
an
out?
Indian poop festival, so I was
Oh.
wondering if you heard of him.
Oh, no.
Not as like an insulting way. It's
Yeah.
very viral right now, so I was just
Oh,
curious
no,
if
I
you've seen it
didn't, yeah.
because a lot of people of Indian background are very upset.
The villagers spend 6 months
Yep.
collecting cow poop and celebrate the end of Diwali.
I believe it. Yeah.
Even though they're the ones that did it. That's weird. Okay, so they don't listen to you?
I didn't even know if he went to the hospital in the first place. Did Tyler Oliveira actually go to the hospital for that? Did he actually need to go, did he actually, contract, dysentery or anything from... Well, okay, but didn't he get the... Oh, you're talking about, okay, yeah, I think Tyler got vaccinated prior to going to the poop festival. He actually prepared. He prepared ahead of time and got vaccinated against potential contaminants before he went. Yeah, he got full spectrum of testing afterwards, just to be on the safe side. It was I don't think he contracted anything, but I do believe, yes, he did get tested after the event, and I'm pretty sure he got himself vaccinated prior to the event also. I don't think he actually got sick or anything. He was just taking reasonable precautions, considering he was at a literal shit festival.
I mean, you vote.
Yeah. But I'm still technically, so my licensing and everything is Chicago based. So when I vote,
You went from Chicago,
yes, I did
where
travel
those
nursing.
policies didn't work, and then you went to
Portland.
where they
God.
traded
Really
again.
didn't work.
Okay. Well, so licensed in Chicago, travel nursing. What does this look like on a daily basis now? Are you in an actual brick and mortar? Are you there full time?
So I currently stay in a furnished finder apartment, and so
A what?
a furnished finder apartment. So a lot of travel nurses, what they do is they stay in these temporary kind of sublets essentially, and so you rent it out for 3 months at a time typically.
Yeah,
that's
I was
how
kind of
long-
more talking about your job. I'll
Oh,
be
my job.
honest.
Oh, I'm a staff nurse now.
Is
Yeah.
that full time committed, or is this
Okay.
contract that ended at a certain date?
Nope, full time.
Okay, and you can do that with your license being in
Right.
Chicago, no transfer.
No,
nothing
so
like that.
so my license, as in my Illinois license, as in my driver's license, is in Chicago.
Okay.
Because you were talking about voting.
Is she just not paying attention to what the fuck he's asking her? He's asking her about her nursing license. She's like, oh yeah, well, my driver's license is in Chicago. It's like, who fucking cares about your driver's license? You're asking about your nurse's license. Your license to practice medicine as a nurse in the state of Portland. That's what we're talking about. We want to make sure you're licensed to practice the medicine in Portland. No, she's an RN from Chicago, but Caleb was inquiring whether or not her nurse's license, her license to practice medicine, transferred to Portland. And she's something like, oh, my driver's license is from Chicago. The state of Oregon. God, why did I say state of Portland? Oh, fuck, words are ruffling, guys. If I'm already saying the state of Portland, we're in for a rough one.
Voting. And so when I vote, I vote for Chicago.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say that has no. Okay, so you gave up travel nursing.
Yes,
Okay. Why? That's lucrative.
it was.
It's a good way to
the
get
money
out of
started drying
debt.
up, though. The money started drying up.
Sure, I mean, it
And like,
wasn't.
I liked Portland.
Ah.
I like the trees. I like the people. So I decided
Yeah.
I want to start sending down
Wait,
roots
wait.
there.
So what do you
She likes Portland. She likes the trees. And she likes the people. You mean the people lining the streets, laying there fentanyled out of their gourd with needles sticking out of their arms? Those people? Hey. Well, I mean, Atanashi, I think when she's talking about the trees is like, there's probably like Oregon does have, I said it's called a choke. This is my stream. I make jokes. I thought you knew this. But like Oregon is like very, Oregon is a very nature-rich state. Yeah. And like Portland is not like built out. That's what Caleb was saying. It's like Portland is they put a kibosh on building Portland out too much to instead build upwards. And so there's a lot of very, very thick forested areas immediately surrounding the city. So, she could probably drive like 10, 15 minutes and be like right in the middle of the woodlands. So we're talking about like there's trees. She likes the trees and everything. Okay, I can kind of understand because it's like there's like, she gargantuanly sized thick forests, not overly far away.
make?
2,700 each paycheck,
So weekly or biweekly?
biweekly.
Okay,
Okay.
Portland
Wow.
is not a cheap city.
No, it definitely is not.
So 5,400 net. I mean, okay, good
that's-
income, but for Portland, honestly, I don't really know. How you doing on that?
Not so great.
Really?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What's not so great?
when I did travel nursing originally, I kind of lived it up quite a bit, and then
You looked
Oh,
it up.
no.
quite a bit.
lived it up.
Okay, travel nursing?
Yeah.
But you're just on the road. Where were you living up? Bougie
I mean, just in
hotels?
different cities and stuff, like hanging out with people.
She was clubbing. She was going out clubbing every fucking night. She was a party girl. 100%. She was fucking partying 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah. No, I don't think she get the fancy hotels. She was a party girl. I'm calling her right now. She was partying all the fucking time when she was traveling. Cause the money was better. But that 5,400 she's making right now is as a staff nurse. But when she was a traveling nurse, her pay was higher, so she was taking in more money, and so she was partying. Like probably 3 times a week.
People,
Hitting the
food
clubs every night?
scenes.
Yeah.
How'd you know? No. But just like traveling is in general as well too.
Okay.
Both travel nursing as well as also traveling.
Well, could you
different
afford it? I
places.
mean, if you're making lots
At
of
the
money,
time
you
I
could spend a lot of money.
could,
Okay.
but then I dug myself a grave.
What was the grave? How'd you dig yourself a grave?
It's a little
Uh-oh.
debt grave.
Well, I know, but like,
yeah.
what changed that
Fucking
resulted
duh.
in grave?
Well, I went from making like $3,000 a week doing travel nursing to now making not even $3,000 biweekly. So
Oh, so you didn't adjust
The
your
change
lifestyle?
in
Are you
li-
saying you
the lifestyle
are,
creep got
Are
me.
you endlessly traveling still once that did the
No,
switch?
I've been better. I've been a
Okay,
lot
then
better.
what was the issue then?
I don't know.
That sounds like a readjust.
She's tap
It
dancing
was
around
a
something.
readjust, but then now I have to pay back all the stuff that I.
No, that doesn't make
Oh,
sense. You
no.
said you were living in.
Oh no. When she was a travel nurse and she was making $3,000 a week, she started financing everything. She financed credit cards. She probably financed furniture. I'm guessing she bought herself a new car. She spent, and put it all on debt because she was making $3,000 a week and wouldn't have had any problem making the payments because she was pulling in like $12,000 a month. And so she was just spend like fucking crazy. And now she doesn't make that, and all the bills are coming due, and she doesn't have enough money to pay them. In addition to whatever she's paying for her apartment, because, like Caleb said, Portland is not a cheap city. So my guess is her rent for her apartment is probably at least $1,500 to $1,500-$1,700 a month at minimum.
up, but you were able to pay for it while you're making the money, and you suggested you cut back on traveling once all of a sudden your income went down.
I spent a little too much money.
So you weren't spending properly while you were making
No, I
a
definitely
lot of money.
wasn't. I definitely wasn't.
Would you say you are today?
I am a lot better about it
A
today.
lot better. Why is
Yeah.
that what everyone somehow says, yet everyone is beyond that comes on the show?
know-
What is a lot better?
A lot better is that I'm trying to be better at budgeting.
Okay,
And I
I'm
also
a
make
lot
sure-
better, and what does that equal? Trying to be better at budgeting. We're immediately going down dramatically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, payroll is 5,574. Pretty much nailed it. So what was spent?
Okay.
Because we're better. And we're even
I've-
trying to be better at budgeting. So what was
trying to
spent?
be better.
Because if you're trying to be better, you would know
I would
what
know
you spent.
Okay.
because you tried to
Well,
budget.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
have been trying to be budgeting about making sure I
What
have
did you spend?
on.
She
Then
spent
or
8.
now?
Spend now. Last
She
month.
spent 8 to 10, I'm
for one
calling.
thing.
What was the number?
Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest. Take
Oh,
some deep
boy.
breaths.
How much redeeming did you do? What was the total redeemed amount?
I will redeem it, bitch! I will redeem it! I will redeem it!
Probably my whole paycheck.
Lady, try to guess a number.
Oh.
Just gut it. You lived last month.
Yes.
You don't have to go through every minute of every day, but I want to know what you think because you're telling me you're so much better now. What's that so much better? Well, trying to be better at budgeting.
I'm
If you're
telling
trying
you,
to be better
she
at
spent
budgeting,
8
you'd
to
be able
10
give me
grand.
somewhat of a
I'm
number,
calling
no
it.
offense. Fuck you. Yeah, take offense. I don't care. I don't know. What am I saying? You should know, kind of, what you spent. If you have gotten so much better as you suggest last
Well,
month.
here's the thing. I've been paying back on my credit cards and things as well too. So I've been
Well,
trying
here's
to
the
allocate
thing. How
to
much
that.
did you spend? Because you should know if you are doing better and you are budgeting.
Let's say 5,000.
Okay, that's interesting. $7,802.55.
Hold it. Fucking called it. 8 to 10. I fucking called it. Well, Resin, she asks her because he's trying to gauge how, like, financially sound she is in her own head. Like, he's trying to gauge, like, okay, is this person, like, actually keeping track of their finances like they claim? Or are they just are they just making up a bullshit story to make themselves seem like they're actually being more responsible than they are? And it gives him sort of a gauge of how to, like, what he can expect and, like, maybe how honest they're going to be or how much he can trust what they are saying. Because if she's, if she had said, like, oh, I spent $5,000 and she actually spent 8, to Caleb, that's telling him that she has no fucking clue what she's spending her money on, and she's basically working off of 5s. And that's how he can, it gives him something to work with in terms of going forward with not only the interview, but also in terms of the audit itself when it comes down to start working the numbers. Where you can say, with the spending money on bullshit thing, he'll know, okay, this is one thing that needs to be addressed as a part of this financial audit is she needs to know what she's spending her money on. Yeah, Atanashi, great phrase there. Yeah, he needs to know what her financial well, actually, not even her financial literacy, Atanashi. It's something like that, but it's more along the lines of, does she even know what she's doing? Is she even keeping track of what she's doing? So it's not so much her financial literacy. It's like just like, does she like does she even know what the hell she's doing on a day by day basis or month by month basis in terms of spending? So I think it's like somewhere in between financial literacy and just knowing just what the fuck she's doing on a daily basis. Yeah, awareness. There we go. GBP, unlike that. Yes, financial awareness. So not financial literacy, but financial awareness. That I'll agree with. Absolutely. Yes.
I've been making minimum payments.
Yeah. Now, an interesting fun fact about that is anyone who doesn't say that Actually, usually does. And literally never once in the show history has someone said what you just said right now, and there are not late fees in their accounts that I will see. I
Yeah.
hope you're not living up to that stereotype.
Yeah.
I do not know
I've
how that
been a lot
happens. We do not
better.
plant it. And
Yeah.
you say you do a lot better, yet you brought in $5,500 last month. And yet, $7,800 went out. How can you possibly tell me that is better? How can you possibly tell me
Yep.
you're trying to budget if you couldn't even say that? You guessed, what was it, 5? You're off by thousands. Thousands.
Yes.
You overspent by over 2.
No, Taffy, round it. Round this up. She's spending probably about 3,000 more than she makes. Given that it's 78, well, all right, I'll split the difference. 2.5K more. I'll split the difference on it, and she's spending 2.5K more than what she makes.
1,000.
This girl.
So that's not better.
I'm trying.
No, you're not. What's trying? You don't know. You're
Oh,
just using the.
Well, she's going to be saying this the whole fucking time, isn't she? We're going to be hearing this expression the whole fucking financial audit, aren't we? I'm trying. That's all we're going to hear, isn't it?
We're trying. You don't know what trying means. Where's the trying? I don't see trying.
You haven't even looked at anything yet.
I just looked at how much you spent versus what came in. That's not trying. F you trying.
Look and see what I spent then.
I can tell you category-wise what you kind of spent. What do you think you spent? What are you trying to do? You're trying to make all your payments, right? Trying to pay off debt. Great. You paid $900
Probably a
going out
decent
to
amount
eat.
of it went to food. Yeah.
900.
Oh my God. Almost $1,000 on bullshit food, on eating out. $1,000 just on eating out for 1 month. Holy shit.
$100 went out to eat.
Yeah, you're right. $200 in fucking Starbucks. Jesus. Holy hell.
Payments, right? Trying to pay off debt. Great. You paid $900
Probably a
going out
decent
to
amount
eat.
of it went to food. Yeah.
$900 went out to eat.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, I do. I do work quite a bit. I do have 2 jobs.
What is your quite a bit? What is 5,500 the total that came in? Or is that
I
is
think
there
that
additional?
should be the total. Well, that would be the total, including with my second job.
Sick. What's your second job?
I work in employee health, so that's like my quote unquote
What comes
fun
in
job,
from
'cause
each
it's pretty,
job?
yeah. So each job. So I kind of
Shit.
put it in as if I do 8 hours here, I'll get $300. So per
Okay, fine. How many hours are
biweekly,
at
I
each
make
job?
$600 with this second job.
Oh my God. So she's taking in $5,400 a month, working 2 jobs, and one of them is a nurse. How fucking exhausted is she when she's working as a nurse? This is not necessarily me knocking on her, because we still haven't gotten into the figures yet. So there's gonna be a little bit of a reservation on this, because depending upon what she's spending her money on, you know what? You know what? No, I'm not gonna say it because we're only a few minutes in, and we have yet to see what kind of expenditures she has. So I'm not gonna say if she, if being a nurse pays so little, you gotta get a second job. That's a slap on the medical employers. But I'll hold off because something tells me that her expenditures are going to far outweigh what she's taking in, and if she cut down on the fucking expenditure, oh excuse me, I have hiccups. If she cut down the expenditures, my guess is her take-in would probably be sufficient. That's why I was like, wait, better hold on.
Miscellaneous bullshit alone, $1,064.
Oh, God, fuck me. Oh, fuck me sideways. She spent almost half of her monthly paycheck on bullshit food and miscellaneous bullshit. Half of her monthly paycheck. Holy shit. Oh my God. No, Captain Rudy. No, her monthly paycheck is $5,400 between her two jobs. She's taking in, like, what did she say it was? Fuck. She said she's taking in like 2,700 every 2 weeks. So she's taking in like 5,400 a month. And she's spending half of her monthly paycheck on bullshit food, bullshit ordering out, and miscellaneous bullshit. Half her paycheck is gone right there. And we have not even gotten into her debt.
As in, you spend just about.
No. Zeb, I said miscellaneous BS plus the bullshit food. Don't forget, we have $1,000 expenditure for the bullshit food. I'm adding the bullshit food plus the miscellaneous bullshit. These are two different things. Okay, miscellaneous BS total and miscellaneous. No, I don't believe it is. Miscellaneous BS is something else. BS food is a completely different category. Those are two different categories combined, make up like half, almost half, of the monthly credit.
$64. As in, you spend just about. What does that equal? What did I say? Was it 900? So 2,000 bucks? 2,000 bucks on bullshit.
Yep.
2,000 bucks minimum on bullshit. Immediately.
God.
And there's unknown spending of about 900 bucks. I don't know where the that went.
Oh my God. So we have 3,000, and yes, I'm rounding up. $3,000 on bullshit. She has used that. She's burned more than half of her paycheck on bullshit for the month. More than half. Like literally 3/5 of her paycheck is on bullshit. Oh my God. Oh, this is gonna. Chat, I warned you. This might hurt.
And that might be bullshit, might not be. Other large purchases, $646. We don't know what that is. Might be bullshit, might not be. I don't know.
Oh
but
my
I do know at a
God.
minimum, you spent $2,000 last month on bullshit. You overspent by $2,000. So how many hours a week are you working across the board?
So let's see, 36 at my full-time job. And then at minimum, I do 8 hours at my employee health job, but sometimes I'll do extra.
30. She's only working 36 hours a week as a staff nurse? Okay, I'm not overly familiar with nursing positions. Even Tanashi, 36 hours. She's working 12 hours. That still but like the grand total feels light. Yeah, and 36 hours is not full time. 36 hours is technically speaking, 36 hours is part time. Full time, you have to get you have to get full. So she's working 36 hours. She's not getting any benefits because well, no, the hospital might actually give her benefits if she's not working full time, even if she's working part time. Yeah, like Fable, that's what I'm like. She's only working 36 hours a week as a nurse, even as a staff nurse. That feels really fucking light. They pull extra hours normally. She probably does about 38 all said. Maybe, although she did say that it's kind of drying up. Threshold for full time is 40 hours. So to be full time, it is 40 hours. You are correct about that. All right, maybe she'll dig down into it a little bit more.
Okay, so 48? Is that what you said?
We'll say 48.
That's you're crying about 48 hours?
So 48
okay.
between two jobs.
Yeah, big struggle. So with both jobs
You want to do
coming in-
12-hour shifts, Caleb?
12-hour shifts. I'm looking at hourly. You're doing. Some people would prefer what you do.
Some people wait, but I'm also letting you know it's a hard job.
And many people do. No shit. I'm not saying it's not a hard job, but you complain about how much you are working. Listen, you get to batch up the days and then have more days off. That's why people sometimes prefer that work schedule.
Not when it's got island days, because then the next day you're just tired. Your back is hurting. Your feet are hurting.
Well, you're fat.
It's a Thank you.
Well,
oh my God. Hot meat kettle. Thank you.
Okay, different levels.
Okay, sweetheart, hold the fuck up. She beflunka. Who? Caleb. Her? Caleb. Yeah, Caleb's got a little bit of chunk on him, and he is working on that, by the way. And this is her. There is a, shall we say, significant difference between the two of them. And yes, she is in a physically demanding job. As a nurse, you should be the fuck in shape, because being a nurse is absolutely a physically demanding job. Hell yes. And of course, she took offense like that because he's just calling it how he sees it. And Caleb fully admits that he's got chunk, but Caleb also is working to better himself. Okay? He is actually getting smaller. We are able to see him physically slimming down as episodes progress. He has absolutely lost weight. I want to say he's lost like 20 pounds or something, because there's a visible difference of what he looked like when we started watching him a couple months ago versus today. So he is slimming down. Absolutely. I don't know about her.
You.
Well,
Oh my God.
I'm
Hot
so-
meat kettle. Thank you.
Okay, different levels. The reality
And she
is,
knows
if
it.
we're talking about having tired and back, that's not the job. That's your lifestyle. And we saw you spend $900 going out to eat.
Yes, but you
also-
also need to cater in the fact that it is a hard job.
I also get tired and have less energy.
You
And
also sit
and I will
behind a desk.
and I will have you. Yes, this is what I do 12 hours a day. Yes, I sit right in this chair.
Mhm.
Okay, I
then you
literally
go on your
just met
computer and
you
you type away, yeah?
12 minutes ago. So obviously, you know I don't
Yeah.
just sit here. Don't be dumb. So in reality,
I don't
get
think she can
tired.
help it, Caleb.
I will have health issues more than other people because I'm fat, because lifestyle. There's a big part of that you have to be willing to recognize. And if you're spending $900 going out to eat and you are obese, that is a big part of it. I'm not calling that out to be mean, but if you're going to immediately complain about being tired and your back hurting, well, you're not really doing the thing that would help.
I am working out. Yes, I am. I do have a personal trainer who I see, and I do have a gym membership.
Okay, that's
What?
good. Okay, so maybe
I
the
am
action
making
you're
an effort
doing.
to try and.
Laura, how long exactly have you had this personal trainer and gym membership? I want to know. How long? Because if she has had this gym membership and a personal trainer for like a year, sweetheart, you need a different personal trainer or you're fucking lying. So, huh? Thank you, Turk, for the tier 1. Yeah, exactly. Is she putting the same level of effort into her physical fitness as she is to get her finances under control? Because if she is, well, that would explain fucking everything now, wouldn't it?
Help.
So maybe the
But
action
you
that
also
you're
need
doing.
to
but you
understand
also
my
went
back
eight-
issues also happen.
And also
because
$800
of
out to eat.
work.
And also $800 out to eat.
And
900.
Yes. Which I'm not denying. I do spend a lot of money going out to
Can't
eat.
outwork a bad diet. Can't outwork
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
a bad diet.
But you also need to understand that I am tired at the end of the day after working
I'm
12-hour
sure
shifts.
you do. I'm not denying that. But you're suggesting you're the only one in the entire country that does that in
I
the
did not
entire world.
suggest that, actually.
Well, other people
You're
make
taking it to be something else.
other people make do. Other people live
Yep.
healthy lifestyles. Other
Yep.
people don't blow all their money just because they worked a
Yep.
12-hour shift. You seem to be justifying it because you do.
Yes.
Well, if that was the case,
Texas, thank you for the tier 1 also. Yeah, and there it lies the ever-loving point. Is hundreds of thousands of people are in the same position as her as a nurse working 12-hour shifts that are tired, that somehow they're able to keep in shape and they're able to keep their finances together and not spend thousands of dollars on bullshit every single month. And they also manage to take care of themselves and be at least reasonably physically fit with the time that they have. Your excuse is, I've tried.
everyone would be as you that does this. Healthcare.
Gramps, you're here. Gramps, she said she is a staff nurse at the beginning of the episode. So she used to be a traveling nurse, and she said that she decided to settle in Portland, and she's no longer a traveling nurse, and she's now a staff nurse. So take that information as you will, and as to which section of the hospital she operates in.
Everyone would be as you that does this. Healthcare, what is it, like the second largest industry in this country?
Yeah.
Not number one at this point? Yeah, a lot of people do what you do.
A lot of people do what I do.
A lot of people-
And once you get into that field, you recognize that a lot of people do have other bad habits as well, too.
Okay.
So my bad
yes,
habit is
my
food.
mom. My mom's not fat. My mom has good health. My mom is also over twice your, no, she's a little under twice your age.
Do or do not. There is no, truly, Master Yoda.
She's done the 12 hours many times. She still does.
Congrats to your mother, then.
Well, I know, but you cannot use this as an excuse for your misbehavior, because that's what you're trying to do right now.
Wait, Gramps has insight. Staff nurse means she sits at the phones with snacks and doesn't actually contribute or do anything to further patient care. That explains a great deal. That explains a great deal. If as a staff nurse, she just basically answers phone. She's Laverne. That's what it is. She's Laverne from Scrubs. How many of you guys remember Scrubs? Do you remember Laverne, the large nurse? Although Laverne actually did patient care, so I don't know. Anyway, it's well, she was more than chubby, but dumb. She was Laverne was fat. There's no getting around that. But Laverne actually did patient care. She was actually running around doing patient care in addition to answering the phones. So I don't know.
Well, I know, but you cannot use this as an excuse for your misbehavior, because that's what you're trying to do right now. And I'm just not going to let that slide.
And I'm letting you know I understand that.
Fair, Dash, fair.
But you also need to understand where I'm coming from as well, too.
I understand where you're coming from. I grew up in that household. Healthcare workers are everywhere. I know where you're coming from. You're wrong. You're coping. You're being stupid.
Which is also why
Yes.
I'm here. Getting yelled at.
What? So I tell you 12 hours working is not an excuse to for your entire life? Congratulations. We did it.
And here I am asking for help.
Uh-huh.
So you can bitch at me if you want, but I'm
Okay.
also making an effort on my end.
Well, are you?
Oh my God. She literally wants him to give her a pat on the head just for showing up and saying, I want help. That's literally what that was. That was her saying, well, yes, I've done bad things, but I've showed up here and I'm asking for help. Now, give me a pat on the head and tell me I'm a good girl. That's what that just was. This is the oh, God. This is the, this is the everyone gets a fucking trophy generation. I showed up and I participated, so give me a pat on the head and give me my trophy and tell me how wonderful I am just because I tried. That's where this is going.
I
Yeah,
actually
$900
am,
going
because
out to
hi,
you.
I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing.
I'm not complaining about that.
I'm giving you the
What
numbers.
Are you
and
trying to
saying,
make
hey,
it?
it's kind of confusing.
I'm not
so I'm
trying to
figure
criticize
out-
that. I'm not
Oh my God,
criticizing
shut the
you for
fuck
being
up,
here,
bitch.
but when you just said, what, you have to take into account my perspective. No, I don't. Your perspective was incorrect. It's a cope. It's wrong.
It is. And that's also why I'm trying to dig myself out of the grave.
I hope so. You're not doing that by spending 2,000 hours more than you make, though. That doesn't make sense. You keep using this word trying. I'm trying to budget. I'm trying to do this. Then you couldn't give a number, so good luck. You're not budgeting. You're trying to dig yourself out of the grave. You're going further in by 2,000 hours a month. What are we
Yeah,
talking
and I'm
about?
about to hit the core, which is why I'm here
What?
asking for help.
The core?
The core of the earth.
Uh-huh. Well, you know what we do here is go through the spending, call out the bullshit,
God.
build a budget, connect with resources, absolutely. But that is not an excuse or justification. This is what people like you try to do when they come on the show, is they get pushback for their options,
Yep.
they get pushback for their actions.
Here we go.
And then all they
Redmond, we don't know yet. We do not, as of yet, know just how far into debt she is. Given what we know so far, I'm going to take a preliminary guess. I'm going to take a preliminary guess of 120,000. Preliminary guess of $120,000 in debt. Based on the information that we have thus far.
say, because there's, instead of actually, talking about it, willing to acknowledge anything, willing to do anything, the only thing they can fall back on is a cope because they can't handle the conversation.
Okay, Caleb.
is-
This is me sitting and saying, yes, I
is-
understand where you're
and
coming
that's why
from.
I'm here.
Yes, that
And
is
that's
why I'm here.
Well, okay.
That's my guess,
This is a
Canito.
fallback.
That's my guess.
This is an easy fallback.
It's not an easy fallback. You told me what you wanted to hear, and I'm telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah, but you were defensive about
And there it is. She just stole the spaghetti out of her pocket. I'm telling you what you want to hear. That's what people like her do. She's going to spill platitudes and tell him what he wants to hear, but not actually listen to what he's saying back. Zeb, I thought it was going to be 50,000, and then I rethought my estimate based on what she had said before, and that's why I upped my number to 120, based on what she said thus far, when she sort of like vaguely described what was going on with her and what she bought.
it. You
I am
said
being defensive about it because you're looking at my budget and it's a personal thing. Do you think I'm
personal
proud of
thing.
this?
Who gives a it's money?
It's my life. My whole life on a spreadsheet.
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm proud of
Last
my
month.
actions? Because I'm not.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one that tried to say it's okay to f up your life because you work 12
I
hours
never
a day.
said it's okay to f
You
up my
were
life.
trying
I'm
to
telling you
justify
what
it.
happened,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to make you understand where I'm coming from.
I understand why you did it. It's incorrect, though.
This conversation's not going anywhere.
Thank you. I'll lead the conversation on my
Okay,
show.
congrats. You should do a little
Uh-oh.
better then.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why she just said that, because he's backed her into a fucking corner. That was her saying, I don't like the fact that I'm getting called out on all my bullshit and that I'm actually being forced to be accountable. I don't want to talk about this anymore. And Caleb like, too bad, it's my fucking show. We talk about what I want to talk about. We're gonna get defensive. Oh, these two are going to spar. Exactly. Zed. Yeah, that coincides with what she said earlier. I'm telling you what you want to hear. Now, I'd like to please move on from this topic because this topic is making me look fucking terrible on YouTube. So I'd like to move on now. And Caleb's like, I don't fucking think so. My show, my rules. We're talking about what I want to talk about.
I think top 10 podcasts on the entire internet. I think I'm doing pretty okay.
Okay.
If I'm being honest.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Congrats.
Thank you. But either way, it's more just, again, calling out. If you are trying to sit back and now you're saying you're not trying to say it's okay for doing that, but you immediately fell back on it. You wouldn't say that if it wasn't a cope or a justification. And it's important for you to know that, yes, you work. Jobs are hard. You're on your feet. Healthcare, not easy. You deal with patients that might not be super great, especially in Portland.
Yeah.
We get it. That doesn't mean you fuck up your life. It really doesn't. And I know now you're saying, well, I didn't mean it like that. Well, you wouldn't have fallen back on it if you didn't instinctually, down to your core, mean it. I've had enough of these conversations. I know what people do when people cope, when people are trying to excuse things. So don't bullshit me.
Yes.
I know you're trying to be defensive, and I'm naturally a so it happens. But in reality,
And that's the thing that so many people like hate him for. He flat out fucking admits it. He says, I am naturally a cunt. I am just naturally going to bust your ass. I'm going to bust your balls or I'm going to bust your tits, depending upon who's sitting in the chair. And I'm just naturally an asshole, and he just fucking owns it. But you know what? He's smart. He knows finances, and he actually can help them. So, like other YouTubers, he is justifiably he's kind of sort of justifiably an asshole.
obviously, internally, you think it is somewhat justified for you to fuck up, spend all your money on bullshit because you had a hard day at work.
And that's my issue. Yes, it is. So here's me asking for help to try and dig myself out of the grave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Oh,
What do you
sorry.
think the show is? You don't need to just keep saying that. That's we know that's why you're here.
Oh God, you know why she's trying. You know why she keeps saying that, right? You are aware of why she keeps saying yes, because I'm here for help. That's why I'm here for help. I'm here asking for help. You know why she keeps repeating that specific phrase over and over again, right? You see her little plan. She's trying to make Caleb look like she's trying to basically make him look like the alt-right asshole that the internet is claiming that he is. Yeah, she's trying to make it look like he's bullying her. And that's why she keeps saying, why you're asking for help? Well, in the meantime, like clapping back and trying to justify, her why she is in crippling financial debt. But I'm asking you for help, so stop being mean to me because I'm asking you for help. Why are you being such a bully? I'm asking you for help. It's specifically coded language to try and make him look like the bad guy. She's not infantilizing him. No, Cortana, she's not infantilizing him. She's trying to make him look bad and make him look like a bully and make her look good and look like the poor victim who just wants help. She's trying to play fucking games. Yeah, fishing for sympathy, exactly. She's playing games, and Caleb's not by. Because Caleb don't give a fuck.
You did the catchphrase.
You don't want to hear my
I'm here.
justifications.
Huh?
Then, if you don't want to hear my justifications, then what's
No,
the
it's fine.
issue
You
then?
just don't have to frame everything with, and that's why I'm looking for help. It's like, okay, thank you. We know why you're here. We've done this. We've only done 4 of these a week for years. I know why you're here. You don't have to say it every 3 minutes.
I don't think she's trying to goad him into slipping, Remy. I think she's literally, because she knows this is a YouTube show. She knows she's gonna be on YouTube. So she is trying very hard to make herself look like the victim and be like the sympathetic victim that, all she wants is for Caleb to help, and that big old mean Caleb is yelling at me. What a meanie, huh, internet? He's just a big old meanie stupid head. Don't you feel sympathy for me, internet? That's what she's trying to do.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway.
Nothing on that. Okay. So 5,400, but that is working 50 hours a week. What is our longevity in Portland? Even if we get this under control with that type of income in a very expensive city, but with 2 jobs, what are we trying to do? What is everything looking like today? Especially if you're going further in the hole. And I know you're about to hit the core because you wanted to say something reasonable, even though you're the one doing it. It's interesting how that
I'm
works.
trying to set up kind of an emergency fund, kind of like a rainy day fund, if you will.
Trying.
And,
Well, you
so I
use
have
the word trying
$2,000
again.
saved away so far.
Okay, how long did that take?
Not very long.
How much? I missed that.
The word trying
$2,000
again.
saved away so far.
Okay, she
Okay,
saved
how long
2,000.
did that take?
Not very long, but I've had to make quite a few.
Well, that doesn't make sense because you're spending more than you make. Something's not working. That means, okay, so this is how it's working.
Was she just
then.
about to say she
Can
pulled
I have
from
the
it?
whiteboard? I'll
It sounded like she was just about to say that she's had to pull from her rainy day fund at least once, probably multiple times before Caleb cut her off.
all this out for you.
Okay.
Because this is likely what you did with how the math is working from the accountant who worked on your finances. This is your checking account. This is your savings. This is your credit cards. So, okay, you want to take, let's say this is your income, right? Income, checking account, whatever. Okay. So you fill it in,
Uh-huh.
Woo, we got our full 2 paychecks. Yummy, yummy, delicious. And you want to put some of it in savings.
Yes.
But unfortunately, in order to put this amount of savings in there, when you actually already spend this much more than you can, then comes in, and you want to put that in there, well, you take from here and put it in here. That's true. But then you immediately spend all this on credit cards to offset it.
Yeah.
So you've completely f***ed it because now you put it in a savings account. Yeah,
Yep.
wonderful. You put it in a savings account that's getting like a couple percentage. And then you're losing 30% on here.
Yeah.
Butter chicken's
not
pretty
great.
good. Ain't that good. Not good enough for 30%. I don't need to be going on and getting that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, but I do also
I just
need
had
to
some
pay
last
off.
night. I still smell like it.
Bullshit?
Butter chicken.
You keep bringing that up.
Butter chicken? I just said it for the first time.
Bringing up the brown thing.
Well, yes. I make fun of everyone's everything.
Okay.
Can you handle it?
I can. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Good. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Before we continued. So, this doesn't work.
Extra shifts.
Well, no. It doesn't matter because even with your payroll that came in, we saw the number. You made it $100 more than you said is on average.
Mm-hmm.
You still spent $2,000 more.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Just on lifestyle
So what
stuff.
is this
Yeah.
shrine that you're talking about? Because
just think if you're saying X to doubt that you can handle it, bearing in mind, like Caleb said it just now, but bearing in mind, he said this before, they do an extensive amount of like pre-show conversations with the guests where they actually say, listen, Caleb is going to make fun of you. He's going to make fun of the fact that you're a woman. He's going to make fun of your piercings. He's going to make fun of your ethnicity. If you have a problem with it, and they'll ask this person this like 2 or 3 times before they go live on the air, so to speak, if the guest has a problem with Caleb doing this, and if the guest does, then they say, okay, we won't do that, and Caleb will not do that. They'll tell Caleb, okay, that the guest doesn't want their ethnicity made fun of, or they don't want their gender made fun of, or they don't want their piercings made fun of, or what have you. Like, this is all prearranged out of time as to basically what the boundaries are. It's essentially kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to be shocked about me acquittance. It's basically like in BDSM, when a dom and a sub yes, that's where I'm going, Seth. When a dom and a sub get together before any play begins, they set up their hard limits and they set up their soft limits and they set up their signals. They set up they set up their yellow signal. They set up their red signal. It's literally like Caleb basically does the same thing. They get together with the guests. They put in the hard limits. They put in the soft limits. They, all that. Yeah, they establish safe. Well, there's multiple types of safe words, Reed. That's why I said you have the yellow limit, and then you have the red limit, which is the safe word, like yellow safe word and red safe word. But yes, it's basically that's what they do with this show, just in a non-BDSM way, which in my opinion is not as fun. But hey, I like BDSM more than I like finances, so that's just me. But yes, they do this extensively with their guests to prepare them, so when they come onto the show for the first, when they go live on the show, that they are not shocked or they don't get massively offended when Caleb basically makes fun of them because of an ethnicity or because of piercings or because of political ideology or because of hair color. They already know way ahead of time, Caleb will make fun of you. This will happen. Do you have a problem with it? Because if you do, he won't do it.
Again, it was just offset. That's all it was. You didn't actually make any progress. In fact, you just went actually potentially even worse, because in order to take the 2,000 from here, you put it here instead, which means now you're paying 30% interest on it. So what's that trying? That's another version of your trying. Your trying's concerning because your trying only leads to failure so far.
Yeah, which is why I'm trying to change
so
my
what
ways.
is your trying though?
My trying is trying to pay off my student loan debt as
no,
well
you just
as
said
paying
no.
off-
You just said you're trying to get a savings.
Yes, that's the main
But what was the
goal.
trying around that? Because again, that has failed. I want to know your philosophy.
Wait, her main goal is to set up a rainy day fund? That's your main goal? Her main goal should get out of debt and get back into a net positive financial position, not set up a fucking rainy day fund. If you're that much in debt that you're coming on financial audit, your number one goal should be to try to eliminate the debt as expediently as possible to get you into a net positive position, and then you can start working on maybe doing a rainy day fund or maybe doing something with stocks or something like that. But you got to take care of getting out of your net negative and into a positive before you can do any of that.
I don't think there is any rhyme to the reason.
If your credit card is sweating secrets here, offer people takes on the in credit cough.k. Let's get back to the actual episode. That's kind of fucking stupid, I'll be honest. But what are
Another
you
one.
thought?
And that.
But you get that $350 right now in your checking account.
You didn't put any thought into what you were doing.
Well, when it comes to spending, I'm bad at it. I understand that. And so,
That's something that's easy to fix like that.
Yep.
and how would I do that, Caleb?
Are you stupid or something?
Honestly, as stupid as stupid is.
You don't
God.
spend.
Okay. So
That was
what do I do when it
complicated.
comes? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. So what do I
Plenty. You're spending half of your fucking paycheck every month on bullshit. Yes, it really is that easy. Don't act all fucking sarcastic when the solution is that fucking simple. Don't spend money on bullshit if you are in crippling debt. This is what people like this in fucking Portland do. It's like they spend like fucking crazy. They put themselves in crippling debt when someone actually tells them the obvious thing of don't spend your money. And then they get offended, like, oh, thank you so much for telling me that, Mr. Genius. And we still don't even know what her debt amount is, which should be fun.
Do them when it comes to buying food, paying rent, and all the little
Rent's
things
not
in life.
going out and spending. When you're talking about you have a spending problem, you think rent is that? Unless you got a place that was way more expensive.
Oh, by the way, Hawk, thank you for the sub. Thank you very much.
And spending, when you're talking about you have a spending problem, you think rent is that? Unless you got a place that was way more expensive than you could afford when you signed up. I don't know. That would be potentially it. Food, $300 in groceries. Yes, you could do it. We've proved it.
Do you have recommendations on what to buy for groceries to just have it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get a meal plan after this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yes, we do. And it's 3 meals a day plus snack plus drink plus coffee. Yum, yum, yum.
What about the times when I'm just too tired for all that?
Cry, cope, seethe, warm up your meal because it's meal prepping.
Well, what if I don't have time to even meal prep?
You do.
Because of all the
you
hours
dumb
that I do.
You work 48
Don't call me a
hours
dumb
a week. I will call you a dumb you dumb. You work 48 hours a week. How many hours are left in a week?
Many, but you also have to account for sleep.
Yep.
And
oh, no, shut the fuck up. Shut up. I work 44 hours a week with my normal day job. And then when you factor in my streaming time afterwards, I'm working what? Quick math. 44 plus. I'm working damn near 80 hours per week. I can meal prep. I can make my own fucking meals if I wanted to. And you have a hell of a lot more time. This woman has a hell of a lot more free time available than I do. I have basically, if I'm lucky, if I wake up early enough, I have maybe an hour of free time in the morning before I start work. I have an hour of free time, roughly, between when I finish my day job and when I start stream. And then I have maybe an hour of free time after stream before I go to bed, depending on how I'm feeling. You are working less than I do. Between your two jobs, you're working less than I do, and you're going to bitch and moan that you don't have enough time to do basic fucking meal prep? Fuck you. That's just laziness. That's just pure laziness. And don't forget, if she's working 36 hours, so that means she's
Bigger
working 3
question,
12-hour
how does she have a
shifts.
personal trainer, but no meal plan?
Probably Revan because, well, question is how much did she actually listen to her personal trainer? And it's possible that maybe her personal trainer does not get that in depth in regards to meal plans. Her personal trainer may be the type that is only a quote unquote personal trainer on running her through exercise routines. Maybe he doesn't go into meals. I don't know how common that might be to have a personal trainer that doesn't actually deal with meal prep or anything like that. No clue how common that might be, but maybe that's the case. I don't know. Regardless, she's only working 36 hours a week with her nursing job. 12-hour shift, she's working 3 fucking days. Okay, she's working 3 days. She could actually do meal prep for all the other days that she has off. You can make meals that will keep in the freezer or in the refrigerator for fucking days. So you can, on your days off, she could actually make up multiple fucking meals and freeze them or refrigerate them and then bring them with her to work to eat during her meal times. She has more than enough time, but her excuse is getting, I'm tired. Bitch, it's life. We're all tired. Get over yourself.
And
oh my gosh. Yeah, you're the only one that's unable to do any of this that everyone else does.
But
Special butterfly that's incapable of anything.
Thank you. I am. Thank you so much. I definitely am a special butterfly.
Uh-huh.
This snarf's not working, bitch.
So why are you the only one that can't do it then?
Because life is hard.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
it is. And I
Life's
think you
always hard
don't-
for the blue-haired.
Yes,
It's always more complicated somehow.
of
They're
course.
always
Yeah.
the most
Don't forget the
traumatized
septum
ones.
piercing. You're forgetting the septum piercing.
Oh, trust me, no one forgot about that.
No,
Yeah.
but it is difficult though
No,
to find time to do all the little things.
no,
Grocery shopping,
No.
cooking,
No.
meal prepping.
no.
Rich, you are not working probably 2 to 3 days a week. You are working your nursing job 3 days a week. Your other job, you're working maybe 2 days a week? You have time to grocery shop and you have time to meal prep. Stop with the fucking excuses. Stop pretending like, oh, life is so fucking hard. I can't do anything. Just stop. No one believes you. You're full of shit.
Sleeping,
No,
accounting for all the extra things.
no. Why? What's difficult? What are you struggling with?
Just finding enough time and motivation to do the stuff.
Oh, motivation. That's on you.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
Why aren't you being motivated? You don't
It's
want to
hard.
fix your shit. You don't care
I
about
do
your
want
life.
to fix my shit, and I do care, but I also need you to understand that I do have mental illness issues.
Oh,
that I-
Oh,
here
fuck.
we
I'm in
go.
Portland,
And
are
what's
you
your
surprised?
TikTok mental illness?
My TikTok mental illness is depression, anxiety, and OCD.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Depression, anxiety, and OCD. First and foremost, she has not exhibited any symptoms of depression whatsoever thus far. When Caleb was calling her out on her shit, oh, don't worry, Atsunashi, we're gonna get there. We'll get there. Let's start with the depression. She has been clapping back at Caleb this whole fucking time. Every time Caleb snaps at her, she is clapping back. If someone was suffering from depression, they would kind of just like fold and go, yeah, you're right. And they would basically be trying to elicit, they would actively be trying to elicit sympathy with the defeated little voice and like the hunched posture and just a very soft tone of voice. They would not be clapping back. So number one, depression out the fucking window. Anxiety, bitch, it's 2025. Literally 3 billion people on this planet are suffering from anxiety because the whole fucking world is on fire. So take that shit and go shove it up your ass. Number 3, OCD. If she was actually OCD, we would have been seeing little idiosyncrasies throughout this entire conversation where she'd be like constantly touching the mic, or she would actually be constantly doing some kind of like movements. Or actually be saying this, like the same phrase over and over and over again, not by saying I'm working on it every 5 minutes when Kayla is pushing her, but she would say like I'm working on it, like do it like in 3s or do it in 5s, or she would be doing like repetitive gestures or repetitive words if she was actually OCD. So yes, as Caleb said, very strong possibility, not 100% definitive, but very strong possibility that this is indeed all internet diagnosed just so she can feel special. She wants to be the special little snowflake with the blue hair and the septum piercing and the nostril piercing and 7 different fucking piercings in the ears. She wants to feel special.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have that. So give up. That's the thing, because that's the only answer. If your only fallback, this is what happens. I have mental health issues too. I have a panic disorder. It sucks. I don't just use that as a cope and crutch for everything in my life. Here's the
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Because the people that are internet diagnosed will bring it up at the first opportunity that they can. That's the difference between internet diagnosed and actually diagnosed. Is that the internet diagnosed bring up their quote unquote diagnoses any chance they get and go, well, I have mental health disorders. I have these mental health disorders. Oh, yeah, I'm OCD. Oh, I have depression. Don't you feel bad for me? Whereas people that actually have these disorders don't like to fucking talk about it. People with depression do not like to talk about it. People with OCD do not like to talk about it because they're constantly doing things that can be considered like that they think is embarrassing, like the counting or something that's debilitating. Like they have to do this action or they have to do this mental exercise of counting, or their brain literally will not let them move on from that task. They don't like talking about it because it is generally speaking, it is a sense of shame to that. Not that it should be. I don't think that this should be a thing of shame, but these people feel like it is a sense of shame, and that is what can be so fucking crippling about it. They don't go running around and telling everybody, I have mental health problems, and that's why I'm in such crippling debt. No. That's not what people with actual mental health disorders or mental health disabilities do. People with mental health disabilities don't like exhibiting them. They don't like putting those mental health issues on blast because they think it makes them look terrible. Yeah, they want to just be normal. They don't want to be singled out because of their mental health issues. They just want to be normal. And that's how you know when it's a bullshit TikTok diagnosis versus an actual diagnosis. If someone is basically boasting that they have a mental health problem, it's TikTok diagnosed. The real ones will probably do everything possible to either hide it or try and pretend like they don't actually have it.
I don't just use that as a cope and crutch for everything in my life. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I got the tissue.
Here's the thing. You have those, and we immediately talked about how it's hard. Well, it certainly can be, but I already know you have an extra. Okay, here we go. 24 times.
Hawk, hang on. Hawk, I get it. I get it. And what you said is that you hate talking about it because you feel like a burden to everyone is exactly what I mean. People that have a mental health issue hate it. They hate that they have a mental health issue, and by extension, they hate themselves because of it, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I need to say that very loud and fucking clear. They should not hate themselves. They should not feel embarrassed about themselves. They should not. Because having a mental health problem is not your fault. Unless you specifically did something to give yourself like a traumatic brain injury, mental health issues are not your fault. They aren't. Anybody that suffers from mental health condition, I get it. I know that you feel like an outcast, that you feel like an outsider, that you feel like you don't belong, and you are and you oh so desperately wish you could just be normal and just fit in with everyone else. I get it. Oh dear fucking God, do I get it. More than you could possibly imagine. I get it. It's never your fault, though. It doesn't make you a bad person. It never makes you a bad person. Don't let anyone ever tell you that it does. And if they do, you come talk to me, because I'll kick the fuck out of them if they do. You can't help what your brain does sometimes. Sometimes your brain can betray you like that. It's not your fault. But you should never, ever feel like you are an outcast. You should never, ever feel like you are a bad person. You are a beautiful person through and through. And I love you, and I love that you're here with us and can feel comfortable even talking about it. We are a family. It's a little weird and broken, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Just remember that. We're all a little weird. We're all a little broken. And I don't want to be anywhere else.
It certainly can be, but I already know you have an extra. Okay, here we go. 24 times 7. We minus that by your 48 hours of very difficult work. That's 120 hours a week left. Divided by the 7 days. You have 17 hours left in each day. Well, you know, Obviously, you stack them up some days, so it doesn't fully work like that because you're doing 12-hour shifts. But you have time. Objectively, you have time. Objectively, in every metric whatsoever, you have time outside of sleep, out time of everything.
But
And
that's
if you
looking at
Fuck. Next time you hear that voice in your head, hear my voice as well, telling that voice, hey, voice, shut the fuck up before I beat the ever-living fuck out of you and send you right back to hell. Keep that voice in your head, Hawk, the next time the bad voice tries to say something to you. If you want, you can download the video, put it on loop, and the next time you hear it in your head, you play that so you hear it out loud. I will kick the fuck out of that little voice of yours any day of the week.
objectively, in every metric whatsoever, you have time outside of sleep, out time of everything.
But
And
that's
if you
looking at
say,
it from a statistical perspective. I don't think you're taking it from an actual humanist perspective where
oh
you
my
understand.
gosh, yeah, it's only like we haven't done this for 4 years. What the fuck are you talking about, lady?
It's
Humanist
easier for you to tell
perspective.
someone to do all the things that you say to do.
You mean
rather
the
than
ones
understand
that
from-
I did
Now
when I
she's
dig
crying?
myself out of
Empathy.
debt? A
Have
little
we
bit
thought
of
about
empathy.
Yeah.
No, you know what your empathy derives to? You know where your empathy
Yes,
ends
Weeper,
up?
she
your
is.
empathy is you sat here and you say, my life is hard. I say, okay, great. Let's try to put in some solutions. Oh, wait, but I have mental health. You know what the empathy you look for is? A hug and a bye-bye.
No,
That
the empathy
doesn't
I'm
solve
looking. Can you let me
anything.
talk?
Susan,
And I
have
want to add,
weigh
but
in
if,
here.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm
weigh
speaking.
in.
The empathy I'm looking for is help in trying to figure out what exactly I should be
Girl,
doing.
I just said we allocate some hours to meal prepping, to grocery store shopping, instead of going
Yep.
out to eat every second of our life, because you can warm up meals when you get home
Yep.
from a long shift. And then you fell back on TikTok mental health diagnoses. And then I said, okay, so what is the solution? The solution, if you fall back on that for everything, is give up. I don't want you to give up. I don't think you should give up. But if that is the excuse and cope you use for any kind of hard work in this life, then what is the point?
Why do you think
will
I keep
have
trucking
no
along then?
future. Trucking along?
Yes, because I am trying.
Well,
I'm trying to make an effort. And you can keep saying, oh, you keep using the word trying.
Yes.
I don't know what else adjectives you want me to use
Well-
instead. What other verb?
Because you trying involves you spending more money than you take in. That's the issue. You keep using this word. I do not think it means what you think it means. You keep saying I'm trying, yet the numbers, the black and white numbers, are literally showing that you're spending more money on bullshit than you actually take in from your job. That's not trying. That's pretending to try. And you're crying right now because Caleb's actually calling you out on your bullshit, and your perpetual victimhood isn't working on him. So now you're falling back to the tears, thinking if I start crying, maybe he'll start being sympathetic and realize, oh, I made her cry, I should back down. Failing to realize that you're talking to Angry Money Man.
Lizard, lizard, lizard.
He don't
lizard,
give a
lizard,
fuck.
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Facts don't give a shit about your
Lizard.
feelings. That's what it boils down to. Caleb deals with facts and deals with numbers, and they don't give a fuck about your feelings. And he also knows that if he backs down and starts going, oh, it's okay, you'll be okay, and starts basically cuddling you, you will not basically fall, you will not listen to what he's saying when he tries to put a budget together for you. Excuse me. That's why he keeps going so hard at her. Is because if he suddenly backs off, her brain is gonna go, that worked. Okay, I gotta keep doing this, and he'll back off, and he won't actually pressure me and call me out on my bullshit, and actually force me to buckle down and actually look at a serious budget that can get me out of debt. That's why he continues to go full blast and doesn't let up, because again, he deals with facts and he deals with numbers, and neither of them give a fuck about your feelings.
I don't see trying. Can you show me trying?
Trying is me coming here to try and figure out
Okay,
what
yes,
exactly
you did
That's
that. You
not.
flew
That's
airplane.
not. No, that's not. Oh, you showing up on the show is not you quote unquote trying. And no, I didn't sneeze. I had a little cough. So she's under this impression that the reason when she says, when she keeps saying, I'm trying, who trying is her literally just showing up on the show. That is her quote unquote try. She has done nothing up to this point to actually quote unquote try to fix what has been going wrong.
Very
Yes,
proud.
I did fly on a plane. It was a very long plane ride.
Was
So
it?
thank you. Well, it was 6 hours total. Layover.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I mean,
This
yes,
is me
I'm
making an effort to try
kind
and
of to a
figure
certain
out.
point because we pay for the whole thing, honestly. So it doesn't even make sense. So in reality, you took.
You know what the funny thing is? I was just thinking about this. The funny thing is, if she had come at this slightly different from the very start, and basically like up front just said, I have fucked up big time. I spent money. I spent way more money than I did. I was completely irresponsible. And I realize where I'm at now. And this is the first step in me trying to fix this. I don't know how to facilitate the first steps in a substantive way, and this is my first step in trying to fix my problems. Because up to this point, I have fucked up big time. I have screwed up majorly. I am owning it, and I want to make a change. I don't know the best course of action in proper budgeting or how to do it, and that's why I'm here, and this is my first step to try to make that change. If she had put it that way, Caleb might, small chance, might have been like, all right, let's drill down into this. He still wouldn't coddle her, but he'd be like, all right, you admit you have majorly fucked up and your spending was out of control. Let's drill down into this and see what you've been spending on, see where it is. But all she's doing is, I'm trying. I have made up mental health diagnoses. I'm trying. And she's just excuse. And she's pretending like she's owning up to it, but she's not actually owning up to it because every time she pretends like she's owning up to something, she's immediately piggybacking it off of, but I worked so hard and my back hurts, my feet hurt, and I didn't have motivation and I'm tired. And that's why he's continually going hard at her because it's not simply, yeah, I fucked up and I need help and I'm here to try and figure out how to get myself out of the hole. It's, yeah, I fucked up, but I have a good reason for it. That's why he's continually going hard at.
A little bit of time to visit a city that's better than Portland, and then great. So, like, I'm glad you're being here. That can't be the pat on the back. You get a gold star, so now you've won.
Yes.
That isn't actual shit you've put in. That isn't an actual.
No, scary guy. No one's done that.
Okay, this is the issue I have with.
That's like. No, no one has actually done that because Caleb cultivates their guests quite well. They do extensive interviews, like they get applications. I think they probably do phone interviews with the people. They do some extensive, like, pre-screening for whom they get in on the show. And I don't know for sure. This is pure guesswork. I am not saying that Caleb and his crew do this at all. This is pure guesswork. But if I were to guess that maybe during the pre-screening, they are looking for people with that have like this attitude that they will spar with Caleb for the first like hour. Because all these episodes are like an hour and a half. If you get a guest that comes on and capitulates immediately and goes, basically what I said is, I fucked up massively. I did not handle my money well. I did horrible with my expenditures. I really fucked up. I'm taking ownership of all of it. I made terrible decisions. And this is my first step into try to get my financial life sorted out. I just need help in, figuring out the best way to do so. And if they owned everything, the episode would be maybe 30 minutes. And the last one, he kind of sort of did not. He still was all in on that dumpster of a house that he bought. he got scammed when it came to the dog breeding stuff, but he was all in on the decision to buy that absolute piece of shit house that he got. So he's still not, he's not in the clear on that. But it's, if you had someone, if you didn't have people that would spar and basically try and act like, well, it's not my fault or make excuses, then the show would only be 30 minutes. And the show is an hour and a half. So they need to bring on guests that will spar with Caleb to fill out that hour and a half.
Isn't an actual. Okay, this is the issue I have with people like you, because you scream it's a lack of empathy, but here's the reality. What you're looking for are gold stars, pat on the back, and a hug, instead of actually putting in the work that actually creates the results that are better for your life. You want the feeling. Let's use this as studies that have been done on working out and losing weight, right? So oftentimes when people start a diet or they start working out, a week in, they start being excited about it, and they tell everyone about how they started a diet, how they started working out, and they immediately
get bored.
that dopamine and the responses that they seek. That would typically come from they actually put in the work for a few months. People start to notice they look better, and they're like, "Wow, dude, you look really great. You've been putting in some work." That's the response that they're craving, but they immediately get that reward.
And yes, that Amaranth was on Caleb's show. But it wasn't like, a typical Caleb show, because Amaranth actually has her finances very well in order. So I'm pretty sure Caleb didn't yell at her or anything. It's just because Amaranth has done a very good job of how she has managed her finances, how she has managed her business. And it was, as I understand it, because I haven't actually seen it, as I understand it, he was suitably impressed with how she did. And it was basically a positive episode with, I think, I'm guessing very little, if any, negatives.
By telling people that they've started to do a change, even though there's no actual change being done. So they've already unlocked that success, and then they don't put in the work anymore, and it's easier for them to fall off. That is what you are essentially doing with this. And you're thinking because
no doubt he was happy.
Which is a good thing, and that is something you should do, and I'm glad you did it. But you're immediately trying to use that to unlock the success instead of actually putting in the work. Because that's what you define empathy as. Because that's how you want it. You want a soft conversation, you want a hug, and you want nothing to actually change in the end.
I do want change.
To a certain point, everyone wants to change. I want to lose weight. I want to do a lot of things. Doesn't mean I'm putting in the work to do so. So clearly, in the end, I think you still choose going out to eat more than the actual change, even though, you want to change to a certain extent.
I'm putting some effort.
She wants to basically... kind of like what Caleb's saying, she wants the dopamine hit. She wants to be praised simply because she's tried it. I think she is in an environment where people basically throw her a parade just because she's trying, quote unquote, and then she's like, oh, okay, I got all these accolades just because I'm trying, and now I don't actually need to prove that I've accomplished anything. Just the trying was enough to get you the parade, so I don't actually have to do much more than that. And I think that's basically what's being said here. It is, if all the accolades are happening just because you're quote unquote trying, but not actually succeeding, where is there any incentive for you to succeed? You can just say, I'm trying. And that's enough because people will praise you simply for trying.
Effort in to better my ways.
Garrow.
I've been a lot better. I've been trying to make sure that I have lunches ready so I'm not buying random food. I've been going to Costco quite a bit.
You spent 2,000 hours more than you made last month. You spent 2,000 hours on bullshit. 900 of it was going out to eat. This was literally last month. This is your statements. This is your most recent statements. I'm sorry. I cannot let you give yourself that pat on the back that is not deserved, because you're immediately getting that reward that we talked about instead of actually having to put in the work and get a result that takes months of sacrifice.
Yes.
And that's the hard part for me. That
is what you seek. And that is what a lot of the victim mentality people like you seek.
Yes.
And that's why you cry that you're not getting empathy. Dude, you get no benefit. When someone just hugs you, cries with you, and then nothing changes.
Yes.
You feel good in the moment. That is it.
Yes.
That is not the conversation we do here. That is not the results that we have seen on the show. People leave here, people get their shit together.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, great. You can keep saying it over and over again. I'm really glad. But
Thank
that's
you.
just, again, like you're using that so that you can get that reward. That's what I'm trying to do. But then you never do any of the actions. You don't get the reward and pat on the back for saying that. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. What I'm trying to figure out is strategies to help fix my ways.
Okay, so
There we go.
let's talk about that for a second. Again, I am glad you came on the show. I am. And I think it takes a brave person to come on the show. When it comes to trying to do strategies, trying to learn strategies, this show is not groundbreaking information. This is
But I
chapter
think it's-
1 of a finance book.
But I think it is a unique show because you get people who are everyday. Like, there are others like me.
Yes, there are, and they've been on the show. You being on the show hopefully gives you a fire under your butt, but did you need to come here to put in any work? It reminds me of I will start working out once I move to this new location and have a life reset. You're starting to get your shit together after you come on the show. You didn't need to. You could learn any of this through GPT, through Grok, through Claude, through Google, through YouTube.
No. Oh, God. Oh, why did you say those first two? No. Chat, internet. Do not fucking rely on ChatGPT or Grok or any other AI system for finances. Stop fucking relying on AI for everything. I've seen that way too fucking much. So many fucking people are relying on AI for fucking everything. They're relying on to think. I cannot tell you how many fucking streamers I have seen when they put their videos out on YouTube when they want to know something, and what's the first fucking thing they do? They turn to Grok. Stop it. Use your fucking brain. Want to use Google to find resources to dig into? All for it. Google is fine for getting you in touch with the resources to basically figure out what you need to know. I'm all for using Google to find those resources in the first place. By using Grok, by using ChatGPT, and that is your sole resource of getting information, is a bad fucking idea. Don't forget that AI is wrong. About like 60 to 70% of the time, AI is wrong. They get it wrong. That's what we're seeing with fucking YouTube. Google doesn't necessarily use, to a degree, Simply John, there is an option for you to use Google in a search, like there's an AI button you can click on, but if you just do a simple Google search in this Google search bar, and it will bring up websites for you to look at. That, I don't think that's using AI. There may be a little bit of it to basically showcase the resources in the suggestion, but it's not like a full-on AI. Okay, here's what you got. They do an AI summary at the, like a small AI summary of your search at the top, but then of course underneath that's all your search, all the stuff that you've looked up for your search, so you can actually go to the resource and look up the information. But do not solely use AI to glean information solely when it comes to trying to find out information on a subject. Stop using AI. Like AI for finances? No. Leave us not forget, AI has convinced people to take their own lives. Okay? Don't forget about that. AI has told more than one person that they should end their own life, and that person followed that advice and didn't. Do not rely strictly on AI for gleaning information or for doing research on any subject. Don't do it. Actually do the work. And thank you, Sniper Bates. Was Dread AI try to claim that the Willis Jeep was a rear-engine vehicle? There you go. There you go. Yeah, stop relying so heavily upon AI and use your fucking brains.
YouTube, through TikTok, through, well, be careful with that one, through books, there's so many resources out there. This is the easiest thing. Personal finance is not complicated.
Mhm.
Not complicated at all when it comes to the shit that actually matters. Not at all. So if you're trying to figure things out, why haven't you tried to figure anything out until right now?
Tough love goes a long way. And unfortunately, sometimes I do need that fire under my butt.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured this would be a great way for me to finally.
Well, you haven't been able to handle it very well so far.
No, but I'm trying. And I'm using that word again.
Yeah, it's your favorite
It's gonna,
one.
Yes, it is actually.
Well, I know for a fact you went to a literal financial advisor that tried to help you with budgeting, but then you just
She set me up
gave
with
up.
an app. Yeah, she set me up with the You Need a Budget app and then
Yeah?
kind of sent me on my way.
Well, you need a
And
budget. It's
so-
like overly complicated for no reason whatsoever,
Yeah.
and it has a high learning curve, which is why dollar-wise is better in every way whatsoever. It is true,
So I didn't stick with it.
which is usually what happens with you need a budget.
Yeah.
Okay, well, but did she make a budget for you regardless?
No, she kind of gave me the app and then kind of sent me on my way. She's like, well, you can
paid for a
allocate.
financial advisor and she just downloaded an app?
It was on the computer actually. And so
Oh.
she kind of walked
Tried.
me through all the things I had spent my money on and
Chat,
essentially was like, okay,
Take
we
a
need to
drink
make sure
every
that
time she says, I'm trying.
No. You will be on the floor in the next 5 minutes. Do not do that. Bad advice, Wolf Mother. Bad advice. I will bonk you. Don't do it. Do not do that. I'm telling you right now.
we set you up with a budget that eventually kind of targets all the things that you need to hit. And then she told me that I needed to allocate all the things
Well,
for the
why'd
budget.
you give up? Yes, I agree. You need a budget has way too many learning curves. But you can still do it. We've all done it. It's fine. It's very old
I
school.
didn't
It's not
stick with
great, but
it.
well, I know.
Yeah.
Why?
It was just clunky and kind of confusing and like putting it in every single time.
Sure, but you could have learned. But you were doing the manual version?
I had the app on my phone after I did it on the
I know.
computer.
Why were you having to implement everything manually?
Because it's like the whole thing where it's like you pay yourself first with all the stuff. Do you need a
They're not
budget?
automated yet.
Yeah, that's the one where it's like pay yourself first with like allocating things. So it's like, oh, look.
Oh,
at
you
your
mean when
budget.
you were building your categories? You mean just that?
That and like trying to figure out where things went.
Usually you just have to assign it once and then it does it automatically going forward. That's what
Not for all the
dollar-wise
stuff,
does.
though.
Okay. I mean, the
Oh.
quote from the conversation you had with Colton is, I'm just bad with budgets. It's like, I mean, cope. Like, no, a budget is not hard.
Unfortunately, the way I cope though is with food. And that's what
Oh, here we go.
bad.
Yeah, but you also had miscellaneous spending of $1,000. That's month alone. That wasn't food even. So it's not just that. In fact, food was less than that of 900. Still not good. But we know if your income that came in, you spent 35% minimum on bullshit. It's probably closer to 50% once we go through everything.
But then when random things pop up, like car
Always
bills.
will. Always will. And
Yes.
that's not miscellaneous bullshit. It is not going out to eat. A car bill is not.
I never said the car bill wasn't part of the 900.
So what's the point then?
There are other bills that pop up.
Yeah, I didn't
that
complain
don't
about those
have-
bills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I
Okay,
pay
I'm
them.
confused. So what's the issue? What are you bringing up?
That also is part of the budget. Or like not the budget, but how much I spent.
Yeah. And if you just spent on that and no bullshit, you would have broken even almost. A couple hundred off. So I'm confused how that's a part of it.
I was just explaining that that's one of the things.
Would you not, in any kind of logic whatsoever, if an
Shit.
expensive thing came up, you'd be like, oh, we can't spend as much on bullshit this month.
Kind of. Because I have to allocate that money towards something else then.
Allocate. You couldn't even tell me how much you spent. So I know you're not doing any allocate. But why would that not be what you...
Chat. I'm starting to think she's just an idiot. The way she's going on and on like this, I'm starting to think she's a moron. Like, you can't figure out, like, you went to a quote unquote financial advisor and you couldn't figure out how to do a basic budget. Like, well, long enough, we have not really actually started, like, drilling down into this issue until just now. Before then, it was all just, her just sniping with Caleb and the back and forth and victim complex and fake fucking mental health issues and all that stuff. Now we're actually drilling down into doing a budget, and she's just like, well, I did a financial advisor thing, and she gave me this app and then told me to fuck off, and I don't know how to use it. Like, she couldn't even attempt to do it. So,
Did then?
Part of it is what I did.
No. No. If you had a car thing pop up, you did not cut back on your bullshit spending. I have your numbers. That is not what you did. So why didn't you?
I have bad spending habits.
And that's why I'm here.
Yep.
What do you think your financial score is? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
This one, oh, what you gonna
Maybe
say?
a 4 or a 5.
Sure. I'm gonna hazard a guess of what. Yeah, I'm thinking. No, I'm not gonna say negative 100. No, because we haven't delved into it yet. Based on what she's saying, I'm going to say a what? I'm gonna say she's gonna have a score of 1.
How?
It's not the worst that it could be because I do pay him all my bills on time.
Which is what everyone says who doesn't.
yeah.
Okay, go on.
I do pay my bills.
The first statement has late fees almost every month this year.
Is that from April?
Late? What?
Because I was in between jobs
I
earlier
said
this
late
year.
fees every month this year. Year. This year.
Oh.
This
So that was a fucking lie.
She pays her bills every month, chat. And she's at a late fee on the first day on the Amazon card every month. Late fee. Who's surprised? Hands up. Hands up. Who was surprised by this? Come on, admit it. Admit it. Don't worry, I won't think terribly of you. Yeah, why exposed in 2.5 seconds?
month alone, September, you were late. What the are you talking about?
I don't have auto pay set up. So I just pay it.
And-
Oh, the goalposts have been pushed.
Yeah.
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 What the are you talking about then? You always pay your shit on time.
And
No, you
here
don't.
we go.
Objectively, in no way whatsoever do you. What are you talking about? And you're a 5?
What would you rate me?
Well, I have to go through your finances to find out, but I guarantee it ain't a 5. Usually don't get to get on the show if you're a 5.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So why else do you think you're a 5? Please, you
I
said
think
the number.
I have 2 jobs. I
Okay.
have
So?
income coming in. I feel like it would be less if I didn't.
So she went off of feelings. She thinks she's a 5 because she works 2 jobs. Because she works 2 jobs, she thinks she's a 5. She's going to completely ignore all of her spending and all of her accrued debt. And just because the vibes tell me I'm a 5, man. So the Amazon card has been late every month. How many more of her cards or debt is going to be late every fucking month? Yeah, your having an actual income does help. It doesn't help when you are every month spending more than what you take in.
You make $1 million a month. If you spend $1,100,000 a month, you're just as. Sometimes making more money makes you more.
Yeah, that lifestyle creep is real.
Yeah. Okay. If you
Did
want
she
to.
just say that lifestyle creep is real? Okay, so she's racked up a fuckload of debt on credit cards, cars, furniture, Best Buy for electronics. This is what I was saying earlier. Back when she was doing the traveling nurse pay, which was paying her a hell of a lot more, she was accruing a great deal more debt because she was making a lot more money. And she thought, oh, I can pay this off. I'm making $3,000 a week, so I can easily pay off this Best Buy card, and these 3 different credit cards, and this furniture card, and this car bill. Plus, I can handle my rent, and I can handle all my utilities and all my food, and I can handle eating out because I'm making so much money. And then she switched over to a desk job, and now her finances has been cut literally by a half or a quarter. And now it's all about, it's the financial creep. It's that lifestyle creep. I just can't keep up with it no more. And there it is. She's putting everything. I'm betting she's putting everything on fucking debt, and that's what we're gonna see.
Hammer Financial Score. Get it for free. Link in the description below or calebhammer.com. Take the assessment. It only takes a few minutes. You can see where you stand in the world of money, where you're doing great, where you're doing poorly, what you need to fix in order to get to a better spot, and how you do it. So take that quiz. And if you don't want to be like a guest who ends up on the show, download the Dollarwise budgeting app. So much easier than you need a budget. And it has basically the same features anyways. It's a lot easier to learn, a lot easier. It learns your shit quicker as well. So check that out, dollarwise.app, link in the description below. Take the free trial to see if you like it. Then if you do, sign up for the annual version because it saves you a lot of money. And when you do, I will personally send you my budget-friendly cookbook signed by me, mailed directly to you. And that only exists for a couple months left, and then it's gone forever.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
Better take advantage of it now and use the insanely improved Dollarwise budgeting app. Let's jump in. So yeah, the one where we're late basically every month this year. Amazon Chase. What's going on?
So I do spend quite a bit of money on like my hobbies and things as well too.
Cricket?
No, actually, quilting. Very close though.
Very.
I like to quilt. I like stamps. Both those stamps. There's actually going to be a stamp convention coming up next year.
Oh, next year, yippee!
Yay!
Stamps are fun. It's a great way to also learn your history. There are a lot of unique stamps out there. They go over historical figures. And a lot of them end up being like collector's items and stuff.
Oh, maybe we just read a book?
I do also like to read, yes.
Maybe we can be satisfied with that.
These are hobbies, though. These are things I enjoy.
I think I just want to be clear. You complained that you didn't have time to meal prep. Die. Hobbies? F you. Die.
I do have hobbies like
you. Die.
No.
If you can cry about how you work hard and you don't have time to do shit and take care of yourself, f you, hobbies. You wouldn't have time for that if you are pushed to your fucking limit. I know you're not at 48 hours a week. At 28, by the way.
And this is what I was talking about, where Caleb was going to drill down into this. I told you he was going to get into it. That this is why he talks to him. This is why he asks the questions, because when they give their answers, he can go, "You're full of shit." That they're giving bullshit answers that he can immediately eviscerate and go, "You're full of shit. You just fucking lie." Just like this one. I don't have enough time to meal prep, but she has hobbies. She can collect stamps and she can make quilts. But she doesn't have time to save money and meal prep and get herself out of crippling debt.
You're not 60. So I don't want to hear it. Time for hobbies? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you possibly talking about, time for hobbies? You got some people's sympathy, and it's immediately gone. Hobbies. Die.
No. Oh, you didn't have our sympathy.
You!
How else do you think I de-stress from work?
De-stress from work? You're going to be stressed forever because you're in unlimited debt. You're putting pressure on your body by consuming fast food every day, and then you won't meal prep, but you have time for hobbies? Die!
So the way things are going, maybe I will.
Oh, come on. See, what is that?
Oh,
What
shut
the fuck
up.
is that?
Stop it. Oh, stop with the fucking suicide baiting bullshit, sweetheart. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. People didn't buy it when Boogie did it, and we're not buying it when you do it now. So don't even fucking try. Well, the way I'm eating, Nitty, I just will die. No, you won't. You'll end up being a fucking burden on society, and the taxpayers are going to end up paying for you to get your health care because your arteries are encrusted with fucking fast food grease and hard as a fucking rock. And you'll need dialysis, but no, you're not going to die.
You're the one telling me to die.
Not actually. Not actually. Don't be stupid.
I'm not being stupid.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You're
telling
being
you right
deliberately
now,
stupid.
one of the ways I de-stress from
You
work.
cried because, TikTok mental health diagnoses. I don't have time to.
Right? Neither have I. I have never had Chick-fil-A before in my life. So you are not the only one who has never had Chick-fil-A.
Cried because, TikTok mental health diagnoses. I don't have time to meal prep. And here she goes. The cries are starting once more.
Here it comes.
Starting. I'm an emotional bitch.
Oh, yeah, well, bitch,
Oh,
for
for
sure.
God's sake.
The thing is, you have time. You're doing hobbies. Cope and seethe. Mental health. Don't have time.
Really healthy. That's a really healthy way to cope. I understand.
What?
Seething?
What?
Holding on to all that anger?
No, I said you're coping seething right now, dude. You are just endless coping and making excuses for it. In reality, you just want to do your hobbies.
I do want to do my hobbies. You just want to do
your hobbies. That's what. It's not your mental health holding you back. Everyone has mental health problems. Welcome to America 2025, baby. Let's go.
Yep.
We live life. We get our shit done and did. You got TikTok mental diagnosed. I'm proud of you. Then you got your blue hair. Woo woo. You moved to Portland. Everyone enabled you. Everything's great.
Don't forget second piercing.
You're using that as the reason why you can't get your shit together. When you're spending money and time on hobbies instead of actually getting your shit together, you can cook. You can meal prep. You can warm things up. You can work more hours if you even need to, which I don't even think you need to. Your spending's just out of control. Your behavior's out of control. And your view and outlook on victimhood is out of control. What are we doing? Where's the stamp convention?
Boston.
Oh, what are you
my
on about?
God.
You're not going to Boston?
Probably not.
Good.
Yeah.
Can't afford that. I mean, you told Colton you had to buy the hotel before it sells out, so I hope you're not just saying that for the camera right now.
No, I actually probably won't be going.
Why? Probably is not definite.
No, can't get PTO at work.
Good.
Good.
Good. I just need you to work. I mean, it's just, PTO is fine, but why can't you get PTO?
It's actually very limited. We don't, you earn PTO per paycheck, so you...
Heckle could. I hope they all wish you a Heckle's colleagues, I really hope you better wish my stray a very happy birthday and treat him fucking fantastic, or I will fly across the pond and give you the business. You hear me, Heckle colleagues? You treat my stray and my mod right.
Get about 2 to 3 hours per paycheck.
Welcome to jobs.
Yeah. But then they also go based off of seniority on what times you get off.
How long have you had this?
I've had this job since April.
Okay, so not very much senior.
No, definitely not a lot of seniority there.
Just senior hobbies.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm thinking it's earlier in the year than it was. Okay.
So,
oh yes, Nux Guy. Oh yes,
as it gets warmer, May, March, and all that. A lot of times people will have kids and stuff, and so their kids will have spring break and everything, and so it comes to be that people will take the time off based on seniority, and so I won't get that time off.
Well, good, because it would enable you to spend a shit ton on a hotel and travel and convention and stamps and bullshit. So, good. I'm glad you can. Normally, I wouldn't be glad that people can't get PTO, but it seems if you do, it just means you spend all your money and don't take care of your shit.
Yes.
Okay. So what's going on in this card right now, though?
Which one are you looking at?
The Amazon Chase card.
So I do buy things on Amazon as well, too.
No kidding.
Just because it is more convenient.
Sure.
Yep. Oh,
and so by the time I get out of work some days,
get the phone out.
Making your payment.
I make the minimum payments.
No.
No, you
the
don't.
Minimum payment?
Correct.
You would not have a late fee if you made the minimum.
No. You do not. In fact, you're over the limit by $257.44. No. How long do you think this takes to pay off if you do not purchase and you only make your minimum payments on time? You don't do any of that, by the way, but how long do you think it takes to pay off?
A couple of years at least.
15.
Yeah, 20.
20 years?
Oh! Oh my God! 20 years and she'll be paying 3 times her debt. Fucking hell. Oh my God, $21,000 and her debt is only $7,000. She will literally, if she pays only the minimum, she will have been paying 3 times what she borrowed. That's gotta be like 28%, 30% interest. Oh, no, Ryan, no. It's 20 years to pay off this. Her debt is $7,200. So it would, yeah. Well, no. What it was is her over the limit was $257. That's how much over she was over the limit. Plus, she said $224 in past due balance. So, yeah.
Uh-huh.
To pay it all off?
Uh-huh. If you make your monthly payment, you don't. On time, you don't. And you don't purchase, you do. So,
huh?
you know, 50 years, 70 years based on this. I mean, you're over the
Because
limit.
of the interest rates?
Yeah, it's the interest rate. And you not making payments and you purchasing
Yep.
and late. Dude, okay.
She's
Why
not
the fuck
getting
would you
it.
purchase $216.30 on a card you cannot pay off, and you can't even make a minimum monthly payment on time. Why? Why would you purchase?
What, chat? She pays her bills. She said she pays her bills. and by the way, this is her first card. We don't know how many more cards she has. We don't know what other debt she has. But this is the first card
On this. Well, so she could put her money in savings, I guess. So she could pay 30% on it.
There
Right?
it is. Wait, how much was it?
I
Hang
guess.
on.
So she could pay 30%.
Oh, God. So oh my God, her interest went up. Her interest was at 26.5 and it went up to 28.25. And then when she does cash advances, it's 29.25. Holy shit.
On it. Right?
Yeah, very likely, Atanasi.
Something similar to that.
No, why would you purchase on here? Come on.
Because that's my like kind of last resort when I don't
Last
have enough
resort?
money. Yeah, well, when I
What?
buy
You're
stuff
just
like
buying
gas.
things on Amazon.
Not
No.
always just on Amazon.
Okay, well, let's
some of
take a
it's
look.
also gas and stuff too.
$47.65 of fees. Cash advance was the $216. It wasn't even spending.
Oh,
Then interest $161. Oh, no.
God.
Yeah, you Venmo. You Venmoed from your credit card.
Oh, God, he's
Venmoed
going
from
supersonic.
your credit card. Venmoing from a credit card. You're the first one to do that on the show.
Oh, well.
4 filmings a week, 3 uploads, 3.5 years. First one ever.
Setting precedents.
Yeah,
God.
I would have tears for that one, unlike everything else that has come before this.
Yes.
Because that's actually... Yeah, it's
Holy
a
shit.
26.49% interest rate. What the f*** are you Venmoing out for? Huh? Late, there it is, $39. Late transaction fee as well. There's for your Venmo. So not only you're paying interest and cash advance, you're also getting the transaction fee.
Oh, my. Yeah, Dakota, she Venmoed herself 200 some odd dollars from her credit card. She was broke, and so she used her credit card to send cash to herself via Venmo. My God. Oh, and this is again, we are on the first card. This is card number 1. How many of the other cards has she Venmoed herself cash?
$1,500 of interest this year so far.
God,
By the end of the year, it's gonna be
damn.
2,000 minimum, 2,250. Late fees every single month. What are we doing? Why are you Venmoing from a credit card? No one does this. Nobody does this.
Happens more often than you think.
Oh, I see the worst
what?
of the worst, lady.
Yeah.
I guess Portland is the worst of the worst.
Sniper bait, Venmo is basically like Cash App. It's a means of sending cash to another person. And in this case, she used Venmo to pull money from her credit card to send herself cash to her bank account. She's basically taking her money and shuffling it around to make it work. So it's like, okay, I don't have money in my bank account, but I need to pay bills with my bank account, but I don't have any money in it. But I do have money. I can pull money from my credit card, so I'm going to Venmo money from my credit card into my bank account so I can actually pay the bills that my credit card can't cover. But at the same time, I'm going to actually be charged fees on doing this. Plus, my interest rate is going to be higher by doing a cash advance, because this is actually going to be a cash advance, and thus we're going to be perpetuating the cycle that I talked about last time, where it's like taking money and shuffling it around in between your credit cards. It's like taking one credit card to pay for another credit card to pay for another credit card, and doing it in this vicious circle. All the while, you're accumulating interest, you're accumulating fees, and the number goes down, 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 but it never goes back up. And you're basically in this downward spiral until eventually all of the credit cards are going to have no fucking money left on them. You're not going to be able to start shuffling money between these cards to try and pay them off, and you are fucked. This was basically a tiny version of that.
I see the worst of the worst, lady.
Yeah.
I guess Portland is the worst of the worst. Again, could be top tier city by every metric whatsoever. It really could be and should be, but literal they're running it. But okay. So I guess, yeah, you might be surrounded by people who are because again, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
I don't have excuses for my behavior.
And
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I just want to know why you were Venmoing on a credit card. You weren't able to answer that. Your answer was other people do it.
I don't even
Why'd
know how
you
much I
Venmo from
Venmoed.
a credit card? Okay, it was $216.30.
Do you want me to pull out my Venmo thing up to figure it
You
out?
don't know?
No, I don't know.
Oh
That's
my
just-
God. She Venmoed herself cash and doesn't even know why. This is what I was talking about before. This is why he goes fucking hard on her about this, and why he doesn't care about her fucking fifis getting hurt, because this is not about financial literacy. It is about this is the financial awareness that we were talking about. She has zero financial awareness. She has no fucking idea what she's spending her money on. There's literally a Venmo transaction that she's like, I don't fucking know why I did it. Like, fuck. And Blackfire, thank you for the prime. Thank you very much.
Money. I know my Venmos.
I'm not sure what I Venmoed, to be honest.
Pull up your Venmo for me.
Oh, here we
Let's
fucking
take a little
go.
peeky.
Here we go.
You told Colton you often Venmo for rent,
Yes. My landlord prefers I Venmo for rent.
but you Venmo via credit card. So not only are you using a credit card for rent, which is usually except for built, I think. But
Ugh.
then you put it through PayPal.
Well, okay, no, Revan, okay, in that respect, what she was talking about there is her landlord apparently prefers to get paid via a Venmo transaction versus saying receiving a check or anything like that. It's like that's how like some landlords do it. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have to worry about Venmo up here in Canada, because in Canada we can just do like Interact e-transfers, which is just like direct bank Interact transfers, because that's how I pay my landlord. I pay my landlord by doing an Interact e-transfer. Which is done through the bank. It's go to the bank, you set up an email address for your recipient, you give you do the dollar amount, you have the option to put in like a comment of what this is being sent for, and you basically, that's basically Venmo. I don't think the states really have that. They don't really have the Interact e-transfer available through their bank. Yeah, Zelle's the other one, E4, correct? Like Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, like probably more than a few landlords actually do prefer to take payment through Zelle or through Venmo or through Cash App or maybe even through PayPal. That's honestly not an uncommon thing, realistically speaking.
Or Venmo, which cash advances you higher interest, higher fees with transaction fees. May I see?
Was it for? Yeah.
May I
Go
see? I'm not gonna screen record because there's too many names, but oh shit, you've heard me now. 1,800 there, 20 there, 55 there, $10 at fuck. 1,800, 1,800.
Oh,
That's my
God.
rent.
What? But you did it within 2 days. No,
Deposit?
never mind. Chunky 216. Here it is, 216.30. It's this one. It's for Pizza House. Emoji is Pizza House. It
Who is
is
it sent to?
a pizza and a house.
Oh, so that's part of the rent thing. That was
And
my old
pizza?
landlord. No, I just send random emojis for stuff.
Well, that helps us track.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
That's wonderful. Let's look at your Amazon while we're here, shall we? If we're on the Amazon cart, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have something in the cart. What do we have? Oversized RN badge. Work doesn't provide?
No.
Okay. Fine, you make good money, and that's not like the most expensive thing in the world. Happy Light Lucent.
Yeah, I got a happy light.
You chose to live there
I did.
in Depression Land.
Yep. So I take vitamin.
What the fuck is a happy light? Someone help me out. What in the fuck is a happy light? Is this like a UV light? It provides natural sunlight for seasonal depression. Okay, so it's okay. It's good for wintertime when there's not. She lives in fucking Portland, not Alaska. Okay? This. She's in Portland. She's not in Alaska. Okay, well. It's Portland like Seattle where they just get like a shit ton of rain. Like it's overcast all the damn time. Okay, so it's always cloudy in Portland. Okay. Alright, I mean, like Caleb said, she did choose to live there.
Indeed, and I use a happy lamp.
Fabric water shield, runs women's sports thing, express brow ultra slim.
Makeup?
Come on. What are we doing? Ramen. It's fine. It ain't the cheap kind, but charging. That case right there for your watch. Booty things to put around your booty.
Oh, the
more
slimwear
cords,
thing.
lots
I
of
did return it,
slimwear
though.
things.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Because the
well,
sizing
one
was
was
wrong,
started,
so I returned
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Hair brushes, plant-based electrolytes. I don't know why it has to be plant-based, but okay, I think isn't everything in the end.
Oh, that was because
Magnesium
it came with my
oil
FSA.
spray, Biflex
Yeah.
triple joint. See, this kind of confirms how I defined how you do things. Like I think you got the reward center part of your brain went, well, yippee, I'm making progress by purchasing gym stuff. And
A
instead
lot of
the
that stuff in the
actual
later
effort.
half are things that went with my FSA, though.
Lots of things that you
So a lot
put
of
on
like
your
the health-based
skins and
Yeah,
stuff.
so all that came
Lots
from
of
my
ointments and moist skin,
God,
moleskin
she's-
strips and hydraulic bullshit.
I don't know. Tell her this, but all of that skincare routine isn't helping. She's getting a whole lot of skincare routine stuff, and I'm sorry, but it's not exactly helping. I'm sorry. I gotta call it like I see it.
Gel, pop sock. Come on. This is
The
so
pop
much.
sockets.
Hot sauce. You're getting so much shit. Sexy women's signature bra. Wow. How's that Portland dating market?
Very bad.
You slapping flaps or riding some
How
dong?
did you know? Not doing either currently. Very single.
But you're a flap slapper.
I'm bi.
Oh.
Yes.
We're like a
hair
bi
didn't
queen.
My expression of shock and amazement that this woman with the multicolored hair, the septum piercing, the nostril piercing, and no less than 5 ear piercings is bi. Can you not tell how shocked I am at this revelation? I do not know how I will cope with this revelation that she is bi. I will manage somehow. I just don't know how.
Put away? Come on
Huh?
now. I'm unique.
Trust me, you are not unique. We just know to avoid you.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Revan, I would go higher than 95%. I would absolutely go higher than 95%. I've said this, okay? I have said that pretty much just about every woman in North America is at least bi or bi-curious. At least every woman in North America. Men, not so much. Women, yes. Absolutely. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination. However, when you do hair like this and the septum piercing and the nostril piercing and at least 5 piercings in the ear, it is assumed that you are of the 99%. You don't need to say it. Like, we already fucking know. We already know that you don't need to say a word. Well, Zed, I'm going by my feelings, and my feelings say it's 99%, so...
Trust me, you are not unique. We just know to avoid you.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Just takes one hookup with you and you're canceled online.
Oop.
Come on.
No, I do not have I do not have a nose ring. I do not have... I have red hair. Look. I've been wearing it for a year now. I have red hair. Okay? See? You can see. You can see. Look. It's very clear.
Every guy on Hinge in Portland knows that. T-app, life ruined. Luckily, it's been banned from the App Store because it was literally an insane, degenerate fest of doxing and horrendous lies from people like you.
From the T app?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, there were some okay things on your Amazon spending, but you're definitely overspending by far. You're getting a lot of shit. You're just buying shit. Woo, Sapphire Preferred.
Yes.
What's going on?
That's the one I used to travel on. So
Why the are you traveling if you're trying to get your shit together?
I haven't traveled in a
How
long
are the
time.
tears still coming? How is this? How is this possible?
Emotional.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Stop.
And by the way, I did give lots of roast at the beginning. It should be clarified. I got promotion, didn't I?
You did.
I did.
You did.
So she's a good sport. She's having fun.
I'm being a good sport. I'm just emotional.
I know. That's okay.
And that's what I was talking about. They talk beforehand. They know he's going to roast him. No, actually, rather than in this one, she's not like... She's tearing up. I'm guessing it's... I'm not prepared to say that this is like, oh, wah, poor pity me. It's just, this is, I think, I think this is a stressor reactive. She's actually feeling stressed. Now that he's going through the numbers, now that he's going through the hard data, I think her stress levels are up. Yeah, her stress is up. And the truth is coming out, and she's actually realizing just how fucked she is. No, Shadows, earlier I would have agreed. Now, I legit do not think, hang on, let me.
Good sport, she's having fun.
I legit don't think that these are crocodile tears. I legit don't think. I think that she is exhibiting a stress response because it's all coming out now. Her stress levels are high, and let's be real. When you get stressed out, a lot of the times you have one of like 3 reactions. You either want to scream, laugh, or clap. And her stress response is cry. And this is no shade on her. For some people, when they get their stress up, like they they're in that situation where they're just like, they don't know what to do, and they're highly agitated, and some people do cry. She's not like going like talking about like poor pity me and accompanying with the crying. She's just kind of like dabbing at her eyes while Caleb is basically laying all of this out to her, and she probably is feeling emotional. And no shade on her for tearing up when she's feeling emotional and basically realizing just how fucked she might be, especially when he is like laying out that when he's laying out the brass tacks, when he's pointing out you've had a late fee every month, you've got interest, you're not, this one credit card is going to take you 20 years to pay off. and reality is crashing down on her, and yeah, it can cause tears.
A good sport. I'm just emotional.
I know. That's okay. We know where you live. Okay, so traveling.
Yes.
Not to the poop fest.
No, not to the poop fest.
That's good.
Not my gig. Not my usual.
Well,
I used to travel
No,
quite a bit.
she gets enough of that at work.
And so I ended up racking up quite a bit of money on there.
Wait, where did she go?
Used to travel quite a bit. And so I ended up racking up quite a bit of money on there.
well, you spent $32.99.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're over your limit by hundreds of dollars.
Oh my god. And we have late fees. And we have late fees. She's over her limit by almost $400, and she has $200 in late fees. Total debt, $6,000. That's going to be another 20 years to pay off. That's another 15 to 20 years to pay off. So the first two credit cards that we have pulled up, both are over the limit by hundreds of dollars. Both have had late fees every fucking month. And both are going to probably take 20 years to pay off if she only pays the minimum monthly. First two. If she pays the minimum monthly balance and does not spend on it, it will take 20 years to pay off.
$377.55.
No, we're 3/4. We're 2/3 of the way through the video, Nighting.
Okay, minimum payment $194. But did you do? Wait, just why is never anything on time? When you bragged about it being on time, by the way. Why? Why?
Because I forget about them.
Oh my god. Do you remember what she said for the first one? Well, I didn't have auto pay set up on it. That was her excuse for the first one. And now her excuse is, well, I just forget about it. By the way, credit cards typically will email you when the bill is coming due and say, oh, by the way, you owe us money. Usually about like a week before, maybe a week and a half before, like even without the auto pay, about a week and a half before your monthly payment is due, your credit card typically will email you and say, hey, credit card, just checking in. Just want to let you know you've got this payment that's due that's coming up in about a week and a half. Don't forget to pay us.
Hey, calendar, set a reminder. Or is it because we have mental health issues?
Kind of a mix of everything.
Oh,
No,
of course.
it's because you're irresponsible.
I am
And it's
irresponsible.
because you're not taking any effort to get your shit together. Please, come
Yes.
on. That is what it is. Make sure things fuck you. It is your responsibility, and you're just not doing anything. You could set up a reminder. It takes 5 seconds to set up a reminder.
Yes,
Okay.
or set up
Okay,
auto
I don't
pay.
remember when to give my dogs their, monthly heartworm prevention, tick prevention medicine. So I set a reminder because there's no minimum payments on someone taking a pill.
Yes.
So I set a reminder.
Yes.
I said, remind me every month on this day. Thank you. And Siri's like, oh, I didn't hear you and I didn't understand you because I'm the worst program ever created in the history of smart intelligence.
Or because you're yelling at it.
And then 10 more, nope. And then 10 more tries and eventually she gets it. And then she reminds me once a month. Why can't you do that? Why can't you take literally 5 seconds of your time?
Because it's hard to come to terms with it all. Because it's a lot.
Fuck me. Here we go. Here we fucking go. It hurts me emotionally. I just can't cope with the fact that I'm going to take out multiple credit cards, spend thousands of dollars in the credit card money at credit card companies, actually want the money back that I borrowed from them. What? Wait, you're telling me that wasn't just like free money? That I actually have to pay it back? Oh my god. Oh, this is worse than girl math. No, she's not.
That woman has a severe case of CRS.
She's not, and you're right, Zed. She's not bad. She's not as bad as the other guests we've seen on the show. You're correct about that. But she's all like, it's all about my feelings. I don't want to do that. Like, she's not being like, what's the word I'm looking for? She's not being like obscenely obnoxious with it all about being about her fifis, like we've seen on past guests, but it's still the same. She's presenting herself in a more non-annoying way, but realistically, it's the same thing. She's just presenting it in a more palatable way. But she literally just said, I can't come to grips with the fact that I actually have to pay back money that I've borrowed. Like, this is the most fucking, like, young millennial Gen Z fucking thing. I shouldn't have to pay my bills. I don't like the fact that I have to pay bills. Welcome to the fucking human race, sweetheart.
It is. It's easier to stick your head in the sand and not acknowledge what's going on around you. It is, but it comes to bite you.
It does. And it's been biting me in the ass.
Oh, so why aren't you dating? Speaking of biting in the ass.
Oh, it's hard to date, and I'm kind of a mess.
Yes,
it's not obvious.
That's true.
No.
Oh, Dakota, she does.
I'd say it's actually very easy to date.
No, it's actually pretty hard to date.
No.
It's hard to meet people, and yeah, it is.
No.
And I'm not someone who gets asked out a lot. Why am I getting so emotional over this?
Well, I don't know. You're emotional over everything. Here's the fact. You are a bi woman. You got the thing.
Yeah, and I agree. It is hard to meet people, depending on the individual. Like, yeah, it's like I'm not going to comment on the dating scene because I'm not actively in the dating scene. I am not wanting to date anyone. I'm not wanting to be in a relationship. I am very comfortable being alone outside of street. So I'm not going to pretend I know what the dating scene is like. Let's be honest here. Like, the dating scene is bad because at least a man dating a woman, because guys don't want to deal with the bullshit anymore. That's why the male female dating scene sucks, because men do not want to deal with the bullshit that comes with women these days. And yeah, so she has the advantage of she is actively bi, and she can ask a lady out. But if I were to hazard a guess, there may not be a whole lot of ladies out there that may be attracted to her. She, unfortunately, is in the position where she's not great. She's hefty. She's kind of hefty. So the ladies are probably going to be looking for someone a bit thinner. I just got to say. So, yeah, she's behind the 8 ball on that one. And no, I haven't. I have no, oh, yeah. No. And Spencer, you talked about the woman who went undercover as a man for like a year. Yeah, we covered that on stream. We did cover that on stream like a year ago. We talked about her.
Over everything. Here's the fact. You are a bi woman. You got the thickness. Lesbians love that shit.
Portland's also very big on the ethical non-monogamy thing, and I prefer monogamy.
Well, sure, but slap some flaps while you're waiting. Right?
It's not really that easy.
Listen, I'm not.
Have you ever seen a woman before?
Yes.
What
I'm
are you?
Selfish.
Okay.
It is. Listen, I am not a 10 out of 10 by any means whatsoever, and I've lost a little weight, but I've been fat for a while. I've never struggled before this platform. I've never struggled. If you actually put in a little bit of work, it is not hard to meet people. When people fall back on like the incel shit these days, femme
because I'm
shit,
also not really
not
looking.
Well, there you go. That would do it.
Because I'm not. I'm not making an effort to try and date.
That would do it.
There it is.
Yeah. And like
same with your finances. If you don't do an effort, nothing's gonna happen. You're sticking your head in the sand.
Yeah, and you're right, Atanashi. It's like Caleb is 100% an extrovert. He absolutely is. And clearly she's not. There it is. Yeah. Well, Rev and Caleb did say that he never had an issue dating before he did the show. So before he had money, he said he had no problem dating. But again, Caleb is an extrovert. It's much easier for extroverts to get to find people to date than introverts because they are very outgoing and they have less of a problem making those connections with someone to date. And introverts, they'd rather stay home and just not do anything.
Yeah. And like
Same with your finances. If you don't do an effort, nothing's gonna happen. You're sticking your head in the sand for dating.
I'm not trying to date though. Like
Well,
that's
how's
not
your-
like one of my biggest things in life.
Okay, well that's fine. You just
Yeah.
told me you weren't dating, but then you made it sound like it was all sad, like you weren't getting picked. Yeah, okay.
No.
Listen, I'm not the top end of the pick scale anyway.
There's maybe like a
You
middle ground
can
there,
get
Simply
people your
John. There
type
probably
if you
is.
Put in the work.
There's no
Dude, if you
there's
went
no
out to the
word
bars
for
and
it,
you
but there
started,
is a
go to
middle
Les
ground.
bar, cold approach, have some fun. Dude,
See what happens?
you're tonguing that shit. You're tonguing that shit within the hour. U-Haul pulling up 2 weeks later.
Oh. Shit, maybe.
Yeah, in Portland especially. Come on. Gay. Austin, Portland. Keep
Gay.
both cities weird. We came up with it first, but very gay
Sister
cities.
love it.
Very gay cities. You got the fun one, then you got the heroin one. And
I'm sure Austin's got its own fair share of problems.
we have a homeless issue downtown and a DA who doesn't prosecute crime and lets criminals back out on the street.
There you go.
Yeah. He learned that from Portland.
Oh.
He's great. We love
Not
DA.
Portland though.
Let's bring Aaron in, shall we? Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Well, if it isn't our lesbian
Lesbian
correspondent,
score time.
I'm dead.
I think we need a lesbian score.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hold
He's
it.
going to ask a
Here we
variety
go.
of questions as our
You're
resident
trying to hurt my
correspondent.
feelings.
No.
Okay.
No.
What, was it bad to be gay?
No. A lesbian score? I don't want to get judged and I get. Why am I getting
Whole time,
so
by the way,
emotional?
she's not actually hurt.
It's not you. It's not. Yeah, I'm just emotional.
Okay.
Kind of broken.
Okay. Well,
All right.
So if you want,
could be
All
gay
right.
with that already. What kind of car do you drive?
2015 Nissan Rogue Select.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not very gay. It's not a Subaru.
No. It's ethnic.
Oh. Oh.
How many
Hi,
deputy
Needler.
pets?
No.
Okay. What kind of music do you like?
Folk, pop, kind of alternative.
Give me a pop artist.
Let's go with Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't
Well-
go wrong with her.
Yeah.
With folk, it's more like Noah Kahan. Oh, you know
Oh,
who
here
I
we
did
go.
see? Lord. Loved seeing her.
Kind of gay.
Yeah.
Oh. The tick mark's going up.
Yeah. I'm
See? Yeah.
2 out of 10.
Yeah.
wow,
Elizabeth?
2 out of 10.
out of
Fun
10.
fact, she's 50-50.
Really?
She's
Yeah.
a bi queen. If you want your lesbian score, see where you stand in the world of lesbianism,
Oh, Lord.
pictures at calebhammer.com/lesbian. See where you need to become more
Oh.
lesbian and less. We will give you that score after you take the assessment. It is free. calebhammer.com/lesbian. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you're traveling all over the time. This is just Ireland, Scotland, Japan, Italy, England, Amsterdam, even India. Why would you go to India?
It was a family trip
Why would they go to India?
because my family's brown.
I don't know if that's a good enough reason.
I mean, because we haven't seen family in a while and we haven't gone since pre-COVID.
You just went to New Orleans.
Yeah, but I went with my family in India.
Huh? No, I just said you went to New Orleans.
I did go to New Orleans.
What does that have to do with India?
Oh, no, I just assumed it was continuing on the thought of why I went to India.
Well, so you just went to India before COVID? It's only a few years ago.
Yeah, and so
And I'm sure
I
they're
just
brewing
went
like
back.
30 more COVIDs
Girl.
in one diner there
Yeah,
on the
well,
street.
all right.
In the Poke Fest.
Well, listen, I'm not the one who puts my foot in
That's North
a
Indians.
meal.
South Indians are a little different.
We are racist towards North Indians, aren't we? I
Yeah.
actually didn't know, but
Yeah.
I'm learning. I'm learning. Okay. And you fly back and forth between Chicago and Portland just endlessly. Every other month.
Every couple months, yeah.
Come on. Well, that's every other month.
Because I do miss my family and I want to see them.
But I agree. And I want you to do that. But
Hey.
you don't get to have the fun lifestyle you're having every single day and also get to do that. You're going to have to.
Wait. Hold up. I gotta call this shit out. I miss my family, so I'm gonna fly every couple months from Portland to Chicago. Guess what? I have family on the other side of the country. Like in California. My family currently exists in California. I am on the East Coast of Canada. I have flown out to see my family in California a grand total of 2 fucking times in the last several years. Why? Because it's expensive as fuck to do so. And up until recently, I did not have the money to be able to willy-nilly just say, fuck it, I want to go visit my family for a week or two. I can afford to spend not an insubstantial amount of money to fly. Because otherwise, you know what I do? Every fucking week, I fucking jump on a video call. I video chat with my family in California every fucking week. Every week I talk to them on video chat. And then, like, once a year, maybe, as a special treat, I might take a vacation out, and I've only done this twice so far, take a vacation out to California to actually see them in person. Like, maybe once a year, because it's expensive. But otherwise, I still talk to them every week on video chat, and it works. We're still face to face, we're still voice to voice, and it works fucking fine. You don't need to be spending that kind of money every couple of months to literally fly across the fucking country. You don't, especially when you can't afford it.
Pick and choose.
Yeah.
And if you want to pay off that, you have to pick that too. That has to be sacrificed in here somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't do everything you want to do. You can't.
And that's the hard part because I don't want to.
No, Zach, so she and her family did fly out to India before COVID hit. My guess is to visit with family that was in India. So I'm guessing she still has some family that's in India. Not all of her family has migrated to the United States. There's still some family back in India, and her, and I'm guessing her family that lives in Chicago, all took a trip to India to visit that family that's still in, effectively speaking, the motherland. That's what sounded like the reference was. Actually, no, I take that back. I think she and her family took a trip to India simply because, in her own words, they're brown and they wanted to visit their homeland. So I think the trip that they took before COVID was just her and her family saying, let's go visit the homeland. And they jumped on a plane and flew to India to visit the homeland as a vacation. Maybe they still have extended family in India. Don't know. But her reason is, like, he said, then why did you go to India? You know, why did you take a trip to India? And her response wasn't to go visit with family. Her response was, because we're brown. So I don't know if there's extended family still there, or if they just wanted to visit their ethnic homeland, or what. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't do everything you want to do. You can't.
And that's the hard part because I don't want to give it all up.
But you have to give up minimum something.
Yeah.
You have to. You have a family trip planned for this winter, and we're basically already in it. And you're paying for your sisters.
Yeah.
What, they didn't go into tech or a doctor?
No. Public health. And then one of them's in high school. So she's not really paying for shit.
Wait.
And then one of them's in high school. So she's not really paying for shit either.
Parents can't if she's in high school. This is not your kid.
Well, I don't want to burden my parents with that extra
Why?
stuff.
They're your parents.
Oh,
They've
my
been
God.
adults longer.
Yeah, but it's different with my sisters. And there's like a responsibility when you're like the eldest there where like you have to help take care of the family. And so I'm helping taking care of my family that way.
Okay, so yeah, again, minimum payment on here, $194, and then $6,177.55. Also, if if this is your first financial audit, I'm racist and sexist and homophobic towards everyone for fun, including myself. That's how we do it here, because this is, in fact, a finance show. We have fun here. We goon hard. I got permission from her to be.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't had an Indian in a while, so I've just been bottling
He
it
was
up.
telling me that I'm like the first Indian in a minute. Yeah.
In a minute. I mean, I get Asians all the time. I get, I get lesbians. I get gays. I get all the fun things. So
but now this is like a mix of it all.
I know. I've been bottling up all my Indian.
The straight white man in you is going crazy.
25% native. I got the feather, bitch.
Okay.
I got the feather. You got the dot.
Love it.
Okay. And yeah, we got fees and interest. It's for Alta. All this for Alta?
Ulta.
How much should I spend at Ulta?
Only, well, $32.99. Can't afford that, but then you don't pay your payment. You've been
Help you out. Anybody know what Ulta? Oh, it's a makeup store. Okay. Never heard of it before. Okay.
late every month this year so far. Again, $1,192 on interest, $250 on late fees. What the fuck are we doing? This whole year's you've been making money for a while now. Why not at least these last few months doing okay?
Gotta do it for the makeup.
I mean,
no. For God's sake.
You could get your shit together and do Indian men go for failures?
Not so far.
No, usually not, I would say. I think they kind of go for the
Key 4, that's probably coming up.
Shit together. Yeah.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
And trust me, they like their women. I see them and their 10 kids every day at Costco. It's like, it's... Those free sample lines are getting long.
They are.
They are. So I know, like,
Jesus.
they're looking, but they don't go for this.
Yeah.
This is something an Indian will not settle down with.
No.
Again, doctors and engineers we're talking. Right? They're not looking for the failure.
No.
So that'd be my first part of dating advice, I guess. PayPal credit, what's going on?
That kind of became kind of my like last resort for a while because
I've already heard you say
No.
Here's why I'm explaining it though. I was in
Oh,
between
God,
jobs
PayPal.
earlier this year, and so it was kind of hard to pay for things.
Where are you in between jobs?
This was in April. So I decided
Why?
I decided to stop travel nursing, and so I was doing local travel.
Decided to.
Yes.
Why'd you decide to?
Because I wanted to set down roots in Portland.
Well, that's great, but couldn't you travel nurse until you got something?
Not really, because there's different rules. If you want to stay in Portland, you can only do it for about a year, and then
so you had a year to find a job. That would have been fine. Why'd you have to quit?
Because I did the year and then decided that I did want to actually stay in Portland.
If you want to land a high,
she did her year in Portland. And at the conclusion of her year, she decided, I want to stay. At the conclusion of her 1-year term, with nothing lined up. So, job's coming to an end, and she decides, oh, I want to stay here. And so she was jobless for God knows what, for how long, until she was able to secure that staff position. Oh, goodness. Well, Canito, according to her, great city and there's trees. That was her reason. The city was nice and it has trees. Yeah.
started.
And
okay.
so then I
yes,
drove-
Nux Guy, it is.
Decide that you wanted to stay in Portland before you quit. How long?
At the end, because I was like,
At
okay.
the end?
Well, here's the thing. I've done a lot of places in Oregon. So when I started travel nursing, I did St. Louis at first, and then decided I wanted to leave the Midwest. And so then I went
St.
to
Louis. My goodness, I couldn't think of a worse city anywhere in the country.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And so then I decided I wanted to try Oregon and Washington. And so then I did a assignment for about 9 months to a year in Vancouver, Washington. And then in Oregon, I did Newberg, Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and then I did Salem. Did I go anywhere else? And
so
then
you
I
only decided on the last day to stay.
kind of. So then so
No, Revan, there is a Vancouver in Washington State. I'm not 100% sure if it's a sister city to the one in BC. I believe they are probably fairly close to one another. They might be across the river. No, it's not split, Revan. To my understanding, it's not split. Is that they're two separate cities, but it's kind of like a sister city. So like there's a Vancouver in British Columbia, that is the one that's known, and I think across the water, because I think there's like a river, or there's a like a delta or something that basically is part of the border separating northern border of the United States from Canada. And I'm guessing it's not a sister city. Okay, well it's not an official sister city. Wait, it crosses state lines? Does wait, does Vancouver, Washington actually like does it actually split? So there's Vancouver, BC and Vancouver, Washington? I didn't think that was the case. Yeah, I thought it was much further south. It sounded like the city is split on the border. Yeah, 500 there. Okay, yeah, 500-kilometer difference. Yeah, it's south of the border, but it's like I called it like a sister city, sort of like colloquially, because they're both called Vancouver. That's why I colloquially called it a sister city. That's all.
I went to Tacoma afterward. And so in Tacoma, I did a full 9 months and then decided that I wanted to go back to Portland. But by then, I had already hit my year quota. So I can't do travel nursing again in Oregon because of tax reasons.
Why didn't you get another just part-time job?
I did local travel.
Oh, you did? Then what was the issue?
But then here's the thing. They cancel you. They cancel you a lot when you do local travel.
Yeah, but you still were bringing in money.
And I had my other job.
You cut back the
Yeah.
So what was the issue? Because you would cut back lifestyle for a couple months.
And I did that for a little bit. But that lifestyle creep is real. And
well, that's when you got your job again.
Yeah. Well, that was in April after a couple months.
Yeah, but again, you weren't jobless. You had money coming in. You just cut back on lifestyle. Yeah. So it wasn't. Wait, so this logic doesn't make any sense anymore. The excuse doesn't make sense.
I'm explaining it though. I'm not making an excuse. I'm explaining what happened. It's hard to let go of old habits, and so the money was coming in, but I was overspending.
Okay, I guess. Sure. You're confident you want to stay.
Uh-huh.
What?
Because here's the thing. I could go back to Chicago.
Sure.
And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like I've been weighing the pros and cons because I could stay in Portland and continue to work, or I could make what you call the sacrifice and go back to Chicago. So I'd be living at home.
I can make Portland work. You just have to literally sacrifice.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll let you use the Fizz card. It's a debit card that builds credit. You can't spend more than your checking account because that's what we know you with. So I'll get you set up with that. Shit, you actually don't need a course career certification. I like gifting it to every guest on the show, but you're already in your career field. You can gift it to a friend. Or if you want to get certified in something and then you can get a good part-time job on the side that makes more than your other part-time job, then maybe we can do that. But who knows? Okay, in this PayPal credit, we have a balance of $4,120.18 with a minimum due payment of usually $90, but you're past due, so $180.
For fuck's
15
sake.
years to pay off with minimum due payments only, no purchasing, but
damn
we
it.
didn't purchase, but late fees up the butt and interest like crazy.
Holy shit! Almost $1,000 in late fees and interest. Look at that. She's late on every fucking debt. Every fucking debt. She is late. We have not, this is the third card, it's the third debt, and she's been late like every fucking month. With every fucking debt. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you're there. 41. Oh my gosh. Dude, total fees this year so far, $841 on this card.
Jesus.
$841.
Fuck.
That's not even possible. What was it? That has to be cash advances. That has to be a lot of shit. Over the limit. Payment penalties or something. No, because late fees don't add up to that this year. That's not possible. It's not possible. Almost $900 in fees? How?
I'm not
what
sure.
happened? Oh my!
I assumed it was the late fees and the interest.
So, oh my God.
No, interest is interest. These are just fees. You had interest, $921. Something separate, completely separate.
God,
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, it's at a 28.24.
You know what's funny? Because she has become so subdued, he's not popping off like he normally. If he had another guest who was basically clapping back at him this whole time, he would have gone supersonic, like in a major way. He would have gone fucking nuclear by now because every fucking card has got a late fee. Every fucking card has multiple fees. Every card has got massive amounts of interest. But because when they started working on the numbers, you notice she's gotten very subdued. And I think because of that, Caleb is not right. Yeah, she hasn't pissed him off by basically like coming up with excuse after excuse or just acting laissez-faire about it. Or just like acting like a complete fucking entitled cunt like so many of his other guests. She's become so subdued. He's not blowing up like he normally does. He's having a few moments, a few supersonic moments, but he's not blowing up. This is probably one of the calmest like itemization audits that we've seen thus far. Thus far, this is probably one of the calmest itemizations that we've seen on his show.
% interest rate, that's not better than your savings. Well, another reason you're debating moving, I guess, is you miss your family and one of your best friends is moving. So
Yeah.
I mean that is harder, especially if you're not getting any. You know? So what are we doing?
Exactly. I've got real no ties to.
Are you a flap slayer in Chicago?
Not really. Yeah.
But you've never tried.
You have a better shot in
I don't-
Chicago, honestly.
Give dating an effort as much anymore.
When was the last time you
Well, I had a situationship a while back.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
What was that?
This was maybe a month and a half ago.
Oh, come on. That's not that bad.
Well,
A
it was very
situationship?
short-term.
Well, short.
It was like 3 months.
But you had what? That's
Yeah.
not- what?
I asked if
What?
the person
To-
wanted
to-
a relationship. They said
To
no.
Brandon, that's practically marriage.
Wait, okay. I have not been in the dating scene for some time. Someone explain to me what in the is a quote unquote situationship? Is that literally just friends with benefits? Be real. Have we turned friends with benefits into quote unquote situationship? Yeah, the friends with benefits, a fuck buddy. Yes, exactly. Is that what they're calling it now? They're turning that into a situationship? Not really. Okay, so if it's not really friends with benefits, what in the fuck is a situationship? What? Friends with benefits, but you're ashamed to admit it. Friends with benefits, but the woman expects more, but will never get it. People you can't get along with, but also date sometimes. Oh my god. I am so fucking glad that I am not at all interested in dating whatsoever right now. I would lose my fucking mind trying to navigate the dating scene right now. I am so fucking glad I have no interest in dating whatsoever. This, like, I fucking hate how dating works right now. I fucking hate it. I don't want to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form. Eh.
You know, you'd think. So I asked them if they wanted a relationship. They said no.
Why?
So then I was like, that was my question. So I was like, oh, like, why not? And they were like, oh, I don't see a future with you. So I was like, then I'm wasting my time.
Well,
yeah.
that's not
I
what
was
you like
like,
to
yeah,
hear.
then I'm wasting my time, I think. So
Yeah, I
then
agree.
I broke it off.
Fair enough. Guy, girl?
Guy.
Okay. Indian?
No, white.
Racist?
I didn't think so.
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm
Picking
Hey.
the whites?
Hey, you know what? It's Portland. Portland's very white.
It is the lowest density of black people in a major city in the
Yeah.
United States.
It's very white. So it's kind of hard.
In a major metro. Upgrade.
Uh-oh.
It is interesting. The more white the city, the more they seem to implement policies that seem very like, yippee, this is great. This is
And then
what
it
sounds
comes
so
and
good.
falls
And then
back
it
at the thing. Yeah.
Same thing with San Francisco. At least in San Francisco.
Well, okay, no, Grumpy, in fairness, Caleb brings up skin color a lot too. Let's not fuck with it here. Caleb brings up especially in this episode, he has brought up skin color more than she has. Right? Let's call it like we say it, shall we?
Starting to learn. Okay, what is this? So you
Thank
have a
you,
balance
Dwarf
of
Lord.
upgrade,
So those are probably from the flights.
$316.
Flights to Chicago.
So you just minimum monthly payment everything. Do you ever pay for anything ever?
Sometimes.
When? I
Some-
guess we haven't
some of the
gotten to your
flights,
checking account,
yeah.
but you're just financing everything. Then Affirm, we also have to, and your minimum monthly payment on there is $58.35. Then your Affirm is $250. What are you affirming? General
God.
merchandise, booking.com, hotel?
No,
Oh, God.
probably flights.
Oh, for fuck's sake. To what this
Affirming
time?
flights?
This was also another flight to Chicago. So you're
Yeah.
just financing Chicago every other month.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
essentially.
Why?
Oh my god, she's doing Affirm and upgrade, and I don't think either of those. I know Affirm doesn't. she's not going to get any positive credit out of this. And if she's late on any of them, it's going to negatively affect her credit. Fuck. And it's going to show on her credit score that she's taken out multiple loans. This upgrade, this affirm, they count as she's taken out 2 private loans that she's receiving no positive credit for paying against him. And if she misses any payments, it slaps the fuck out of her negative credit. What the fuck? So, plane tickets. She did this for plane tickets. Oh my god.
Hey, dude, you
Brandon,
don't
if
make
you do,
bad
I will
money. know
smack the
Portland's
shit out of you.
expensive, But you do not make bad money.
I don't, but I make back decisions.
Uh-huh. Great. Pull up your firm.
There we go.
Sorry, it's got the dual verification thing. So it keeps saying they texted me a code, but it's not going through.
Okay, well, shit. I mean, I don't know. A firm, I want to see what else you've been doing on a firm, because you're financing everything left and right. It's deeply concerning.
Yes.
Okay, student loans. Looks like this is federal.
Yeah.
What? $81,540?
Oh god. Oh my god. 81. Even for nursing school, that's insane. Even if she had to take out student loans for nursing school, that's fucked. Holy shit. Mike, you better not have, or I will reach through this screen and bitch slap you back to the bank to put it back. What? Oh, God. Oh, why is a bad feeling we're going to get a bad explanation about this one? Oh, God.
How?
That's under my dad's Parent Plus loan that I'm also paying.
Well, huh? No,
Yeah.
this is your dad's.
So there's a Parent Plus loan and then there's my student loans.
All in this? Or is this just yours?
That's just my dad's.
This is your dad's?
Yeah. For the Parent Plus
Then
loan.
you have more.
Yes.
So your dad has $81,540.
Because he took those loans under my name. Yeah.
Under your
Essentially
name?
Well, not under my name. My bad.
You're not on the Parent Plus, though.
No. I'm helping paying it because it's for my student loans that I had.
How many kids do they have?
Three. Three total.
What the fuck? Are they doing this for everyone? This is insanity.
No.
Why? Why'd they do this?
Pay for school.
But it's nursing.
Yeah.
Nursing, you can community college. Nursing does not have to be this expensive.
For good
Could've done this
ESN
for the-
programs.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Nursing you can get from anywhere and do so well.
You have to remember, it used to be really hard to get nursing jobs. Before pre-pandemic, people were very picky. So if you had certain schools...
Wait, I don't think that's actually true. I was following. That's not true.
No, because if they saw that you went to certain schools, they were more likely to choose you based on your resume.
I'm sorry. Fucking... Oh, Gramps? Gramps, are you still here? I need confirmation if you're still here on this bullshit. Hold on. Please tell me Gramps is still in the house. Okay? I need confirmation on this, because this sounds like a whole mess load of fucking bullshit right now. Yeah, like the medical field has been desperate for nurses for like 2 decades. Literally fucking, I think 2 decades. The medical industry has been desperate for nurses. Like, what the fuck is this nonsense? I'm... Okay, Atanashi, is she close? And sir, I need an opinion from a medical professional. Is she close? I usually don't ask this of you, but is she nearby? Can she hear this gobbledygook? Okay, bring her over to the computer. Let me know when she's sitting there, and I'm going to... okay, I want her to listen to this. Okay, I want her to listen to this.
You have to remember, it used to be really hard to get nursing jobs. Before pre-pandemic, people were very picky. So if you had certain schools...
Wait, I don't think that's actually true. I was following. That's not true.
No, because if they saw that you went to certain schools, they were more likely to choose you based on your resume.
Mrs. Atanashi, Please confirm or deny. If you please. As long, while you're trying to keep your head from exploding. I will wait. And I'm hoping she's not flipping her shit right now after just hearing all that. Oh God, did I give her a coronary by mistake? Atsunashi, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give her a coronary. Crap, I think I might have killed Mrs. Atsunashi. Uh-oh. Wait, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Oh, I must know. I must know. Come on, don't leave me in suspense. I must fucking know. Why the big laugh out loud? Oh, John, I got a rant. Oh, shit, I got her ranting. Okay. Atsunashi, as best you can, Cliff Notes version, if you please. Cliff Notes version. Oh, God, she's taking over the keyboard, isn't she? Nursing is chronically short on people. I know. This I'm very aware of. Oh, God, she's flipping her shit, isn't she? Chat, we may have lost Atanashi's 07s in chat for chat. 07s for Atanashi, I think we may have just lost him. I think I may have just enraged Mrs. Atanashi, and she may now be tearing the house apart along with him. I think I may unintentionally caused the Atanashi household apocalypse. You can get hired the day you graduate. That's exactly what I figured. Yeah, she could have gotten hired the day she's spewing bullshit. Now, what I think she meant to say is that she got this $81,000 student loan because she wanted to be a special nurse. Maybe she wanted to be surgical. Maybe she wanted to be, maybe she wanted to be ICU. That's, I think, something that's not being said, is she wanted to be hired as a nurse in a very specific specialty that might be difficult to get into off the jump. And that's what she's not saying. So she either wanted to like I said, she either wanted to be a surgical nurse, maybe she wanted to be an ICU nurse. She wanted, basically, Brevin, she wanted to be the TV job nurse where she was special. That's my that she wanted the specialization.
So there were certain schools that they would choose.
Dude, anyone could go nursing anywhere. Yes, COVID blew it up for sure.
Yeah,
but
then you also need to consider an ADN program.
Nursing has been an underemployed, needed employee industry for a long time.
Yes.
A long time.
They're still picky though, especially for internships and fellowships and stuff. Well,
internships and fellowships. I don't care about that.
No, they're not.
Fellowships and stuff like residencies. They're very picky about.
You're doing nursing.
Yeah, but
wait. Hold up. She's talking about residencies. Hold up.
Internships and fellowships and stuff.
Did she want to be a doctor and wasn't good enough, so she defaulted down to nursing? She's talking about residencies and internships and fellowships. I'm not so sure that's something that really gets done with nurses all that much. That sounds more like she initially wanted to be a doctor. Got the massive loan to try to go through medical school to be a doctor, couldn't hack it. Exactly. Flunked out of medical school and basically dialed down to nursing school to be a nurse because she couldn't make it as a doctor. Is that why we have a singular? Because don't forget, she has another student loan other than this. This is one student loan. There is another student loan. And so, now I think we see what's happening here. I think that's it. The way she's talking, I don't think she originally intended to be a nurse. She intended to be a doctor and couldn't make it and couldn't hack it. That's what this sounds like. She's just not saying it.
Well, internships and fellowships, I don't care about that.
But fellowships and stuff, like residencies, they're very picky about.
You're doing nursing.
Yeah, but you have to have residencies for certain programs because you're a brand new
What
nurse.
program are you doing?
No, well, I did surgical tele during the pandemic, so it didn't.
What did I say? She wanted to be a surgical nurse. What did I say? She wanted a specialty like surgical. Fucking called it.
Count for me. I didn't have to do a residency because they were desperate for
So I don't give a
So pre-pandemic, they were very picky. So it was very hard to get a
certain
job.
specialties, I'm sure, but just general
For most
nursing.
specialties, it was because they had to train you from
didn't
the
have
beginning.
to do specialty.
Yeah, med-surg is a specialty.
Huh?
Med-surg.
Yeah, but why are you doing that specifically?
Because that's the easiest one to get into.
You just want to
'Cause
get
that's
into,
always
and then you
the- 'cause
went
that's
in
the one
for, and then you put debt of 81,500.
Wait. Fucking wait. Did she just say surgical nursing is the easiest one to get into? Tanashi, please confirm with your wonderful better half. I'm going to fucking call bullshit that surgical nursing is the easiest specialty to get into. 100%, I'm sorry, I'm calling fucking bullshit on that. It is a hell of a
So
lot
that was
easier.
a fucking lie.
It's a hell of a lot easier to get in as like an ER nurse. She done cancer and they will hire for all positions. Okay. Yeah, surgical nursing is probably one of the hardest to get into. Versus like probably any other nursing position. So I'm sorry, this is fucking X to doubt.
Want to get into.
You just want to
'Cause
get
that's
into,
always
and then
the-
you
'cause
went
that's
in
the one
for, and then you put debt of $81,540 on your dad.
Yeah, but that was pre-pandemic before the.
But you didn't
bigger
need this
need
specialty. Nursing, my mom did.
Because there's also a difference between.
Eminency, she didn't say more in demand. She said it was harder to get picked for surgical nursing. Or no, sorry. Let me rephrase. She said it was easier to get picked for surgical nursing than every other nursing position. Like surgical nursing may be more in demand, might have been more in demand, but she said it was easier to get selected for to be a surgical nurse than to get hired for any other nursing position. So, no, I think Eminency, I don't think so. I don't think she's conflating it in that respect. I don't.
But you didn't need this specialty. Nursing, my mom did.
Because there's also a difference between an ADN and BSN. Certain hospitals don't hire people unless you have a BSN.
You could have got nursing community college and you would have made good money. Simple as that. I know for a fact. My family is nursing industry to the core. Cousins, all this shit. None of them went to anywhere that's been known. It was all community college. And they make great money. They've always made great money. This is a cope to do something you wanted to do at a place you wanted to go.
Well, I was also commuting.
I'm
from
sure
home,
it was
so
a
it's not
little
really
more
like,
picky, but it's still been a hyper in-demand job that's been underemployed for a long time now.
It was the school that my cousin went to, so my parents
there
wanted me to
you go. Well, your parents wanted to go. So then why should you pay this if your parents pushed you to go and he decided to take out the debt in order to make that happen? Why should you pay it then?
Because it was for me.
Yeah, but he pushed you to go to that school.
Yeah, but it was still for me that he took it out.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Like she could have gotten the BSN from probably a community college. I'm guessing, community college. She probably could have gotten a BSN. Like any nursing degree, you can probably get through community college. She did not need to get an $81,000 student loan debt to get her BSN. Not in the slaves. What she wanted to do is question is, what did she do while she was studying at this college that she paid $81,000 to go to? And did she do like what a lot of people her age did when they went into college and said, if I go to a really good fucking school, I'll have that really good school seal and then doors will just open for me. And then realized after she got out of school, the fact that I went to a good school means precisely fuck all. That's when I have to wonder. She chose the school based upon the name of the school versus actually, what kind of education she would get.
Yeah, but he pushed you to go to that school.
Yeah, but it was still for me that he took it out.
Doesn't
So then
matter.
it
He pushed you to
feels-
go to that school.
Yeah.
If he's advocating and pushing hard for you to do that, and he takes out a loan for that, why would you have to pay that back?
Probably guilt more than anything.
So he's guilting you.
Not necessarily, but I was putting more guilt on myself.
I mean, $499 a month.
Yeah.
I mean, so we're on like a 20-year plan, I guess, which is insane.
Correct,
Then are
Eagle
these
for
your
some.
student loans?
Those are my student
Okay,
loans.
great. So
Yeah.
for nursing, which there's no other cheaper way to do this and still get a job, especially pre-pandemic, you went $106,000 into student loan debt total.
Yeah.
Because you also owe $25,214.53.
Oh my God.
What the
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? He got $100,000 of student loan debt to get a nursing degree. Just to get a fucking nursing degree, $115,000. I'm still calling this that she wanted to be a doctor. I'm still calling this. No, 125 is her total debt with credit cards and all that stuff. That her student loan debt was 81,000, like 81,007 or 81,005, and then the 25,215. So it's like 115. Like her student loan debt alone is like 110, 115. I still firmly believe that she initially wanted to be a doctor. Yes, I did, Tornado. I still fully believe that, let's see, for comparison, my wife graduated the BSN for less than $30K, and her job paid off half of it as a hiring bonus. Yeah, I'm still maintaining that what she is not saying is she initially went into school planning to be a doctor. She went to, she started off to go to med school. She wanted to be a doctor. She couldn't hack it. But her parents said that she still should be in the medical field, and so she downgraded to a nurse. But by then, she'd already probably fucked up a lot of the classes, already spent the money on tuition and everything else, and that's why she's got this massive debt. She tried to be a I suspect she tried to be a doctor. She failed, so she downgraded to a nurse, and she was able to succeed as a nurse, and there it is. That's my suspicion. Based on this level of debt, I still think that's what happened.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, so much.
No, this is ridiculous. You did not need to do all this. This was not required for you to go to nursing.
But when you're 17 and you don't know what you're doing, you listen to the
Yeah.
adults in your life.
I know, which is why I don't understand why you should pay that back. From a moral perspective.
From a moral perspective, but also
Your
you need
dad's.
to understand, like,
Your dad's.
it's the
Yours,
guilt.
yes. Yours,
Yeah,
yes.
like, it's like the personal
Why do you feel the
guilt
guilt when
where
they're
it's
the
like-
one that pushed you?
Because I feel like I should be at a better place in my life where I should be able to pay it back.
Well, I agree with that, but why would you? I don't want.
Because the logic was always, okay, she'll get a better job and then she can help pay
With,
it back.
with
if
the
you were
with the
pushing
school
hard for
debt
school
alone,
and they
Moose,
borrowed
yes,
money in a Parent
the
Plus
school debt
to get
alone
you
is
there?
115.
Yes, I'd be like, pay it back.
Yeah.
He pushed you to go to that school, and he borrowed to make that happen.
But I also wanted to go to that school. Because,
Sure,
like,
but, okay.
because I was 17.
Okay.
They were telling me, hey,
Well,
this
exactly,
is a great
they were
school.
telling you.
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll go to that school. Sure.
$230.44 is your minimum payment on this.
Oh, goodness.
Is that all your debt?
Yes.
You have no car debt, no vehicle debts.
No.
How are you f***ing this up? The student loan thing is hard. Nothing else is required here that you have.
Yeah.
There is no reason that you have all the rest of this debt. There is no.
By the way, I was about $5,000 off, but told you. I told you it was gonna be about 120 grand. Based on what she said at the beginning. I fucking called it. 120. Well, it's almost 125. So I was $5,000 off. But I called this.
No reason. You've just lifestyle dumbassery. $351 in this checking account.
So that's the one that I use for my employee health job.
Okay. Why do you need it per job? I don't. Okay.
I made it specific just because, like, it was just easier in my head because the main account that I do for my full-time job is where all the bills come out of. And so it just made sense
But look
in my
at your
head.
spending on here. This is absolutely insane. What's the point of this as a job if it's all just spent on bullshit anyway? World Market, New Seasons Market, Asylum Spirits, Burgerville, Softy, Softy, I don't know. Going in and getting some bullshit. Cheese crack. Class Pass Monthly, Amazon, going in and getting some bullshit, going in and getting some bullshit. Papa Hayden, Joe Bar, Amazon, Starbucks, Chulos, Glass Pass, Missed Class, Nordstrom Rack.
Wait. She's also taking online courses for something and missing classes and then has to pay a fee? That has to be this. She's doing some kind of online course. That's gotta be what ClassPass is. Online course of some sort is missing classes, and every time she misses a class, it's a $12 fee. Oh my God.
Glass Pass, Missed Class, Nordstrom Rack, going in and getting some bullshit, getting some bullshit. Canteen. I think it's like vending machine or like a food mart at your work. Stopping in, getting some bullshit, or go to a restaurant, Fashion Nova, Relax Wellness, Black Salt Nails, DoorDash.
By the way, chat, her nails. Look at what she got charged for her nails. $108. Remember the little thing with Frogan? Remember that thing with Frogan? Frogan's was, and remember, her nails are not all that decorative. She's got some long nails, probably gels, nowhere near decoration, and she's paying $108 for it. Oh, it's a fitness subscription. Thank you, Rudy. Okay, so she's got a fitness subscription, and every time she misses a class for this fitness subscription, is that her personal trainer? Oh my God, is that ClassPass her quote unquote personal trainer and she's missing classes with it? But she's definitely trying to better herself.
Restaurant, Fashion Nova, Relax Wellness, Black Salt Nails, DoorDash, and Taco Bell. Starbucks, Affirm, which wrote for $435, rejected. Also, you can spend bullshit every day of your life. Unacceptable, immature child. When you tell me at the beginning of the conversation that you've been trying as a way to get out of any kind of pushback, or that's why I'm here, you look at this spending. 2 pages of bullshit spending and then having a payment you try to make rejected. Rejected. That's not mental health.
No, it's just.
That's not tired at work.
No.
That's you bullshit.
Yes.
This account down from $1,774 to $974. This is our bills account.
Yes.
Okay, bills account, which is why we're getting Starbucks, Amazon, Amazon, Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
Vending machine again. Michael's. Bullshit. Walgreens. Patreon. Who are you subscribed to on Patreon?
That was just a Patreon thing for this local hobby person that I follow.
Local hobby person. I guarantee you it's not as good as Hammer Elite. We provide more value than anyone. That's why we're number 1 on YouTube for a reason. Literally. Home Depot. Yeah, you just went and got a drink. It was like $2.69. Like, what the f are you doing? You stop in and get a snack from Home Depot? Amazon, Spotify, Starbucks, Amazon. Go in and get some bullshit. Medallon Cafe, White Oak, Boo, Vancouver, Elevate Night, Taco Bell, Auschwitz. No, Aztec Willie's. Mads.
Caleb, oh my God, that is not a word. You want to be fucking tripping over my guy. Jesus. And even mispronunciations he could have made for Aztec Willies. He goes that route. Fuck me, Caleb.
Ass soap. Village Cheer. What? Bills account my ass. Then went out money. Amazon, DoorDash, and Taco.
Jesus. What? Okay. And wait, okay. Oh no, I thought I was about to have a heart attack. That's a writ. I was about to have a heart attack there when I realized that $1,800 is for her rent.
Bell, Thirsty Lion, Walgreens, bullshit, Alaska Recreation,
Oh,
vending machine,
fucking
vending machine,
hell.
vending machine. You, what are you getting at the vending machine? You, what are you getting? You.
A variety of items.
What?
Usually snacks.
Pack. Costco. I know you like to go to Costco. I see it.
I do.
So get them in bulk. Bring them to work. You
Yes.
kit. REI. Costco. But you're getting bullshit at Costco. $3.02. Your glistener.
Oh my God, what's this? She bought something at Costco for 86 fucking cents? You guys are kind of blocking it. The Costco is start up here, $87.50. The next one, $3.02. The next one down, 86 cents for Costco. She literally did a purchase for 86 cents.
These are the only glizzies I can get in my life. So,
yeah.
Trader Joe going in against some bullshit. Vending machine, Starbucks, Amazon.
Oh my
bullshit,
God.
Pizza Hut, Jack Pocket again. Bullshit. Sweetie D, Churn. Oh, it keeps going, you fuck. And you tell me
Oh
it's
God,
your
now
mental
he's loose now.
What the fuck are we doing? What a cope.
Here we go.
What a Portland blue-haired cope. Powell's Burns, Starbucks, PayPal, Amazon, United, Skip, Lagged, Amazon, more Canteen,
Jesus.
Affirm, Zell. Go buy some Chipotle.
And look what it was. Zelle payment to go get something to eat. Zelle payment to go buy some Chipotle. Oh my sweet
Go
God.
get something to eat.
Shut out of my A-life.
Under Affirm, by the or under your Zells, by the way. Spotify, PayPal, and another Spotify. You're paying for 2 Spotifys.
I am, for my sister and then myself.
Tell her to
Oh my
off.
God.
She's 18.
I don't give a she has parents. She's 18, she can get her job.
Oh my God.
Fuck off. Family tendency
Yeah.
of being horrendous. She's 18, she can get a job. I had a job at 18. What the Come on. I'm not like this crazy, like fucking like, yeah. Look at
Job
me.
at 18? She
Going
could have got a
around
job at
working,
16.
Making my hands. Look, you got soft hands. That doesn't
What
mean I
kind
don't
of a
care.
job are you doing?
I'm saying that's not me. I'm not that
Oh.
guy. I'm not like, I'm a blue collar worker getting up at the break of dawn working 40 hours a damn day. That's not me. But I was working at 17.
I
Who
was
gives a
too. Yeah.
Well, then your sister should too. Negative $7.07 in this account. That's incredible.
Oh, fuck. She's overdrawn.
What is your life? 4,700 in this investing account, so dramatically behind in retirement. This should be budgetable. This should be in every way possible budgetable if you're not a moron. Well, let's see. Let's find out. Okay, minimum monthly payments. Got your Amazon card, usually 100. You got your Sapphire card, usually 194. PayPal credit, usually 90. You got to catch up on all these. Upgrade, 58.3 font.
Actually, I gotta say, we're like 5 minutes away from end. He still hasn't promoted Gamer Subs. Oh, wait, no, that's right. He actually did a promotional spot. He didn't actually need to say it during the audit. I forgot, they actually did a full-on ad for Gamer Subs earlier in the episode.
5. Affirm. 38.3. Student loans. 230.44. Okay, I'm okay with you paying his back. Can we call them and ask if you can temporarily not be the person paying on them?
Yeah.
Okay, then your required minimum monthly payments will be $701.49 with your student loans with everything else. Okay, $5,400 is your income. What's your rent?
1,800.
Utilities, internet,
Included.
gas, electric,
All included.
all that is included. There you go. See, Portland, not
Okay,
that
that's
bad.
pretty good.
Phone bill.
I think $20. I usually just send it to my dad.
Oh, you're paying. If you ever have
Yeah.
to get on your own line, and T-Mobile is good there. I know it is in Chicago, but use Helium for $15 a month. Okay, gas, vroom, vroom, drive.
I used to spend more money on gas.
Well, now.
Now it's a lot better. So I pay
Now.
Okay.
35 and something cents bi-weekly. It's not
Okay,
bad.
so $70.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
car
pretty good.
insurance?
My dad helps me with that.
So how much you spending?
Dude. $300 for food. Yes, uses the meal plan and the budget-friendly cookbook. TV fund, anything else you need to survive. Makeup, tampons, whatever. $100. Yes, I know. It's not great for women. Man, there's the woman tax. This is minimum survival budget. We're seeing what we can do, and you can afford that.
Like,
Copays?
Like, look at this. If she literally just did the most basic, but look at how good she's in right now. Look at how good all of her major stuff is paid for, and she still has just under half of her monthly income to spend as she pleases. By all rights, she should be just fine and being able to make forward progress on the debt for shit like her credit cards. She should be able to start putting a major fucking dent in every one of her credit cards.
Monthly basis, do you have any? You're not in therapy. Someone like you?
Oh, no, I have Lyra through work.
I don't know what that is, but that's okay.
So it's like we get a certain amount of therapy hours at work because Portland.
Is it enough for you?
Yeah. So I see a therapist maybe once or twice a month.
Subscriptions, let's try $40. And you have no pets, I remember you saying.
No pets.
Anything else that needs to be in your budget that I have not taken into account?
I don't think so.
Gas is incredibly low. No car insurance. Phone bill's great. I mean, what the there's not going to be any issues here. $5,400 comes in. $3,031.09 goes out. Great. I'm giving you $500 for bullshit.
And then I also 150 for my Roth IRA as well, usually.
No, because you're not getting a match. No, we're paying off debt that gets a better return on investment all day, every day. But I'll give you $500 for fun. Okay. Deal?
Sure.
Okay. You have it in your budget.
No, you mean the 5,400 yard dog? Yeah, according to her, she's taking home what hits her bank account. She is taking home $5,400 per month. That is what she said.
You just have to budget it out. That gives you an extra $1,868 a month.
That is doable as hell.
Okay.
She is doing better than what we've seen. Let me shift a little bit so you can see what the needs are versus those are her needs. Her needs is $3,500. So she has she has almost $2,000 left over after everything, including the $500 bullshit fund. This is the first time in a while we've seen a budget on this show that he can budget out everything, and she still has a significant chunk of change left over. She can start taking a big part of this 1,600 and start throwing it at her credit card debt. If she started taking this remaining $1,600 and started taking half of that and throwing it at her credit card debt every month, she could have all of her credit card debt and pretty much everything with the exception of her student loans could be done in maybe 2 years. I would say in maybe 2 years, everything with the exception of her student loan debt could be just paid off and done. Finito. She could pay it all off, close out all but one credit card, and she could be debt fucking free in 2 years. Easily. Well, evidence, I'm going on the assumption too, because I'm going on the assumption that she's gonna have trouble sticking to the budget. You think her dad might be helping for loan forgiveness? Maybe that's a possibility. But it's yeah. I'm going on the assumption that she's basically paying a little bit more on her credit card debts each month. And that's why I said the 2 years. Yeah, she could take I don't know, if she took $1,000 and threw that at one of her credit cards each month, yeah, she could have the credit card debt paid off very quickly. But I'm going on the assumption just take $800 take half of this, take $800, split that, throw $400 at each credit card debt per month, and it within like 2 years, she could probably be, largely debt-free.
So obviously we'll get rid of the student loans because we'll minimum the payment until those are paid off. So of your $124,876 of debt, by the way, 81 of that is actually under your dad's name, but let's get rid of all the student loans because we're not freaking out to pay this off. We'll minimum the payment until they are. You owe bad debt $18,118.76 with $1,868 going to it on a monthly basis. You pay it off in 9.5 months.
Geez, okay, 9.5.
This is ridiculous. Yes. Dude, I literally gave you fun money. I never am able to do that. Yes, you can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
And then save up a 6-month emergency fund. Then you can do whatever the you want. Then you contribute 20%.
See, she's in debt because her spending habits were out of fucking control. That's how this got out of control. She was literally spending more money primarily on bullshit every month and was spending $3,000 more than she made every month on bullshit. She was spending it on all that little bullshit. She was spending it on her trips. How many, she said that she was flying back and forth to Chicago like a couple times a year. She did a trip to India where she paid for it, or she paid for her sister. God knows what else she's paying for her sister. It's just irresponsible spending. That's it. That's what got her into this, is just literally irresponsible spending. If she gets her spending under control, she'll be fine. She will absolutely be fine if she just gets the spending under control. She could even do the canteen shit at work if she doesn't do all of the massive eating out outside of work. Like she could even continue to do her canteen stuff. Because it was like $3 here, $5 here, and it wasn't a huge amount. Like, even if the canteen stuff still stayed, if she didn't do, like, the outside of work, eating out, like, massively all the fucking time, yeah, but, like, spending all the bullshit at Target and Costco, she would have been good. She would have been absolutely good. This is literally just, she never grew up. When it came to spending money, she was not taught financial responsibility, either in school or by her parents, and when she got onto her own, she went spend crazy and never figured out, I can't be spending a fuck ton of money like this.
To investing on a monthly basis after that, and you'll be perfectly fine. All right, join us in the post show, guys. I'm going to get the Hammer Financial Score, but make sure you join Hammer Elite. Hammer Financial Score, spending your budget, you overspent, 0 out of 10. I mean, the reason I wrapped that up so quick is this is one of the easiest debt payoffs I've ever seen. Like, I don't even want to hear it. This is so simple. While you get fun money to spend, you're just acting privileged and just spoiled and just stupid and irresponsible. Debt, no collections. Bad debt, but not like, okay, it's about a 2 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's nothing right now. You said you saved up $2,000?
$2,000.
I'll give you a 2, but you're going to probably just set that no more saving, pay off the debt instead.
Okay.
Retirement, definitely behind at about, what was it, like 5,000 saved up?
I also have a 401k as well too with
Wasn't that what I saw?
IRA.
What's your total retirement amount? Both combined.
Both combined. This is still probably the better one.
Both combined, how much?
I think there's only $5,000 in the Roth IRA.
And then there's 5,000 in this?
Yeah.
So 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You're about a 2 out of 10. For your age, real estate, 0 out of 10. Hammer Financial Score, 1.5 out of 10. Get yours at calebhammer.com.
Okay, I was close.
By clicking that join button. See 3 premium shows posted every single day, Monday through Friday, including an extra 20 minutes of this show called the Financial Auto Post Show. I'll see you guys there. Why do you give your dad extra money every month?
Just to help back. To give
Help back. You can't pay your bills.
Because they're my family.
What? Sometimes they take it without you even asking?
Yeah.
They take your money.
Sometimes he needs money, so he takes money out of my account.
He is a 65-year-old adult, and he's taking from his 28-year-old kid's account without permission. He just takes.
He's not beating the scammer allegations.
Hammer Elite is the best YouTube membership on the platform, and I just upgraded it. New dedicated premium shows every single day, Monday through Friday. Join with the link in
Oh crap,
the
this
pinned
thing's...
comment or description below. This is the best membership you'll ever join, and that's a promise.
Oh man. Yeah, to like tell dad, fuck off. I need to pay my bills. I have debt. You're a 65-year-old man. I'm presuming he's still working because who can fucking retire these days? Yeah. Like, we've never seen this before. We have yet to see a financial audit that honestly, all said and done, was easy. Yeah, it was calm compared to the other episodes. It's calm as hell. It was. And compared to the other financial audits, it was the easiest fucking audit he's had to do. Easiest one. It's like it was literally her entitlement that was the problem the whole time. The entitlement and just going by her fee-fees. Like she was not keeping track of her expenditures. She was just spend crazy and didn't keep track of anything, and that caused literally her entire issue. Is she did not keep track of anything that she spent. She didn't pay her shit on time. That's it. If she sticks to the budget, if she sets up auto pay on her debt, she sets up auto pay, she actually pays in extra, she will be fucking fine. I think that's what pissed off Caleb more than anything. Is like this was the easiest debt, and it should not have gotten here in the first place because she should have easily been able to handle this if she just stopped and got out of her own head and stopped doing the little pity party, and just like actually tried. And I think that's what pissed off Caleb the most. She didn't fucking try, and that was the anger. If she had tried even a little and instead of saying I'm trying and actually did try, she could have fixed it all of herself without ever coming out of the show.